What's up, everyone? Yep, it's your friend Movie and Game Lover 98 here, and today I'm doing a belated birthday stream for my friend William Waldrip, so happy belated birthday, William Waldrip. So yep, let me provide you the link for the stream, as well as other viewers of YouTube as well. Let me just do that right now. So yep, I provide the link a few times for William Waldrip, as well as the other viewers out there. And hello, Light Blue Yoshifano 2. Aw, that's very nice of you to say to William Caden Zareb to wish him a happy belated birthday, because his birthday was actually a few days ago. And hello to you, Hunter, as well. So, yep, this is what I'm going to do since I'm actually going to do just this one stream for this week. Oh, and hello, Thomas, RWS Thomas LP fan 123. Aw, that's nice of you to say to William Walter to wish him a happy late birthday, Nickelodeon fan 2009. So, yep, I provide the link for William Walter as well as any other people welcoming to join this stream. As long as I say that screen is okay to join, because I laid down the rules. No, I don't think so, Nickelodeon fan 2009. Blu-ray picture quality is so much better, in my opinion. Because Blu-ray was invented in the middle of the 2000s. Because some Sony movies got a Blu-ray. Well, I subscribed to William Waldrop's YouTube channel, Caden Zaref. That's how we became friends. I just basically subscribed to his channel. So yep, once someone joins, even if William Waldrop is welcome to join, but if not, that's fine. Oh, and hi, Thompson Friends and Dragon Tales fan 2007. Well, okay, if that's your opinion, Nickelodeon fan 2009. And, oh, there's William right now.
What's up, man?
Hey, happy late birthday, William Waldrop. I decided to do this as a late thing for you.
Thanks, dude. It's also my mom's birthday. She's 46 today.
Wow, I'm doing this on your mom's birthday just a few days after yours.
I had a good birthday.
Yeah, this is what we're going to do for this, if you don't mind, William Waldrop. Every half hour, we switch off just chatting, and then it reaches the other half, we just give out questions and answers. That's why I'm going to combine the Q&A at the same time.
That's a good idea.
Right. This is what I'll... So, yeah. So, even though I started this 5 minutes early, I decided, well, we'll chat for... But then when it reaches every half the hour, we'll do the Q&A. We'll do questions and answers.
Good idea.
Yep. Yeah, I know you did stuff on your birthday over the weekend.
Caden Zev asks, how did you and I become friends?
Yeah, I answered that already.
Let's see. I think it was 2018, if I'm correct. Because at that time, I was still in school.
Yeah. 1999, 2018, probably 19. Well, you were almost 19.
Yeah, I was 19, 2018.
Well, in July, because you finished school in 2018, I think.
It was June when I finished school.
Okay. Boy. And we can show anything when we're chatting, but when we do Q&As, we just do some different stuff. But yeah, I didn't think I could show you some books.
Oh, I used to have that. I remember that book as a kid.
Thomas the Cranky Day and Other Thomas Stories.
I missed that book. I remember reading that one the most.
Yeah. Like, this one image kind of confused me as a kid, William Waldrip. I was like, I thought that looked like Edward's shock face, like when it shows everyone shocked that the shed fell on top of them thanks to the old trap steamer.
Yeah.
Let me show you the picture and I'll see exactly what I mean. Let me just find it. Yeah, right here, I thought that looked like Edward's shocked face just put on Duck's model, but apparently no, that's how Duck's shock face looked like when he and the other three were shocked that the tramp steamer was gonna, well, run the ground straight into the sheds.
Edward was going to be in Cranky Bugs.
Well, the only episode he made a cameo in on the Cranky Bugs and their Thomas Stories DVD and VHS release was busy going backward.
Mm-hmm.
Like when
he
before
he was like pulling the breakdown train or something.
And before Oliver says, "I must catch Toad, I must."
I must catch Toad. I must.
And yet, and also like in the Michael Angelis dub of Busy Going Backwards, they say the same Michael Angelis screaming, shouting out "Yikes" before he says "Help, save me." But in Baldwin, he says, "Oh my goodness, help, save me."
Yeah.
Even though it's not that bad for kids to say "Oh my goodness."
Yeah.
Yeah. You ever also believe? Look at this big book, William Waldrip, of the First Lady and the Tramp.
Whoa, that's huge.
It's a huge one, if you ask me. This is why, like I told my other viewers, if I don't like to watch that movie, I'd rather just read the book instead, just to make it a bit wider for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the First Lady and the Tramp is an exception, but I also do have the Beauty and the Beast one, both the small one and the large one, because Beauty and the Beast is my all-time favorite Disney animated film.
That's my sister's favorite.
Well, even though, like I said, Oliver and Company is my favorite regular Walt Disney animated movie, because I love how it takes place in the Big Apple, New York City. Man, there's just so many great books of Oliver and Company I could find if they had it in the store. I did get some cool new plushies. I could show you one. Oh, wait. Caden's says, do I have the Wiggles Space Dancing DVD? I do, Caden's. Thanks for asking that.
Look, I have that too.
Oh, this lion cub. I think this is definitely Simba.
Simba.
I think that's young Simba. I don't have the adult Simba plush yet. Just like how, yes, you got rid of some of your stuff, William Waldrip, my dad got rid of some of these plushies, which I was not happy about.
I never got rid of my plushies. I lost them in 2015.
Hold on. Kane Zerf is asking, did you show the Wiggles Space Dancing DVD for you? I guess I could. Actually, yeah, let me do that, actually. Hold on. Hold on.
Ow. Get out. Can't find it.
Alright, here it is.
Good old Space Dancing. I love that.
Yeah, it starts to start off live action, but then it starts to go completely animated after the first few minutes.
Mm-hmm. remember getting that DVD on my fourth birthday in 2003.
Wow. I mean, it came out in the. I think this came out in June 2003, before you turned 4.
Mhm.
I think, because I know Magical Adventure, the Wiggly Movie, and Wiggle Bay released in spring of '03. Well, spring 2003 was when Wiggle Bay released.
Yeah. I'll be right back in a second because I'm going to go do something real fast. It won't
Okay,
take long.
okay. At least I can still see your screen, or if not, it's. Well, he muted his thing. And while he's going to take care of something, I guess I could tell you guys something cool. I'm also considering maybe showing off some other cool stuff of, well, thinking of doing some book stuff for streams in my August streams. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'll do. Because, it reminds me of, like, I want to go back. It's thinking of the times I go back to school every year, but now that I'm an adult, that's all done in the past. Because, well, that has been done in the past already. So yeah, that's what I'll do for my next few streams, if I have room to do them in August. Well, it just depends on what I do on the days of August, because, well, I can just talk about anything about books in anyone's August stream, or whoever's doing a stream in August. And if you guys are not also aware, I did get another Disney animated movie on Blu-ray. I did get Brother Bear and Brother Bear 2, the double feature on Blu-ray from Mega Replay just 3 days ago. So, yep, if you guys are not also aware, I am thinking of maybe, well, if I get more Disney animated movies on Blu-ray that I'm missing, maybe I could try reshowing my whole home media collection. Well, once my, because if you guys didn't know, my grandmother is leaving on her trip next Thursday, which is about a week or so. And if you guys are not also aware, I am thinking of possibly maybe finding some cool Wii games that I could use for something important. Uh, he'll have to answer that question, Caden Zerif. He's still muted and he had to go take care of something. Oh, that's cool, Lance Jackson. You're watching At World's End. Oh, yeah, you're talking about the third Pirates of the Caribbean film, which I did show in my update. And if you guys are not also aware, I was thinking of which other Disney animated movie to replace Frozen and Frozen 2, since I'm not pleased there's a Frozen 3 coming out. And if you guys are not also aware, I might consider finding some more 4Ks. I mean, I was that close to getting the Lion King animated version on 4K, but there was a little damage in the plastic, so I had to replace it with something else, which was totally fine by me because I wanted Brother Bear and Brother Bear 2 anyway on Blu-ray, just so I could have, have the almost all the Disney direct-to-video sequels owned in my possession, despite, Brother Bear 2 is in the middle of my list. And I have heard about Inside Out 2, Thomas and Friends and Giant Tales Fan 2007. It's supposed to come out next year. Oh, and hello to you, King Arjun Reviews. So yeah, I think down to these, I think for the Disney direct-to-video sequels, since I do have most of them, I'll just say them in order when the films originally came out, that are related to the films that originally released. I'm only missing Bambi 2, the 2 Disney Cinderella sequels, because they're combined in one. So that's 2, because both the sequels are combined in one Blu-ray case. One single pack together. And I'm missing The Jungle Book 2. And I'm missing most of these, some of them at least, because I already have The Little Mermaid 2 Return to the Sea and Ariel's Beginning in the combo pack. And if you guys are not also aware, I decided to do this as well to maybe help me get my savings account open. Well, fill up my savings account with more savings money faster. And Lance Jackson says what I like about Space Dancing has the same yellow case design as the Yummy Yummy DVD. That is amazing that you know that, Lance Jackson. And it's also the same color as Cold Spaghetti Western and Lights Camera Action and Live Hot Potatoes. Yeah, ones you say from the Greg era, even though I don't mind the ones from the Sam era.
I'm back.
Okay, that's good, William. I was just talking to myself about what I've been thinking about what I've been planning to do.
I'm excited for Good Burger 2, that's one movie I'm very excited.
Which one?
There's a movie.
Oh, that kind of movie?
It's called Good Burger. It's basically a Nickelodeon movie. They're making a sequel this year.
Oh my god.
Can't wait to see it. It's going to be epic cool.
Yeah. I was like, wow. Who knew there was going to be a sequel to the Good Burger Nickelodeon movie?
Mm-hmm. I also got some movies at the flea market on my birthday too.
I see there's 2 of them are Thomas and some of them are regular films.
I'll start off with this one. My newer copy of Races, Riches, Runaways.
Oh, it's in decent shape.
inside.
Yeah, no booklet unfortunately, but I have the booklet for mine.
I also got a newer copy of It's Great to Be an Engine because I lost mine in 2017, unfortunately.
What a shame.
I like the discard, looks really nice.
Hmm.
I also got, oh yeah, I also got this, which has caught my eye.
Nice.
Unfortunately,
Oh,
fortunately, it's
yeah.
missing the disc, but I like to find another copy with the first disc.
Or I think you can find the first disc on eBay.
I'll go find that.
Yeah.
It
And Toss and
shows.
Peace
It
Spam Program
shows.
Breaker says, "What's up? I'm doing just doing a stream Toss and Peace Spam Program Breaker."
This show right here is pretty funny. Has Tom Kenny on there from SpongeBob.
Yep.
I also got Turner and Hooch, which is a really awesome movie in my opinion.
That's cool.
Got a new copy of this awesome movie, the Batman Superman movie.
Okay. That's cool.
I remember seeing the preview of this a lot on my Tom and Jerry VHS of Tom and Jerry and the Magic Ring.
Oh, I know that's a. We all know that film, Tom and Jerry: The Magic Ring.
Mhm. And this is the movie I'm very excited to have. Saving Mr. Banks.
Oh yeah, that one I could probably do scenes, but only when Tom Hanks playing Walt Disney is on screen.
I'm very excited I found it because it was brand new when I found it. It's all the DVDs I got as of July 8th of this year.
Yep. And yeah, I was also counting the Disney Direct-to-video sequels I'm missing on Blu-ray. I'm missing Bambi 2, the Cinderella 2 and 3, and the Jungle Book 2, and then I'm missing the Aladdin sequels. And well, I have one of the Lion King sequels, so I just need Simba's Pride. But yeah, I was gonna tell you this, William, but I realized you had to take care of something. But I'll tell you now, I was gonna get the Lion King animated version on 4K, but there was a little rip in the plastic, so I had to leave it.
Sorry to hear that, bro.
It's okay, but I found Brother Bear anyway.
That's good.
It actually helped me finish most of the Disney direct-to-video sequels anyway, and most of the regular Disney animated films I now need on Blu-ray. So that means Brother Bear, the first one's taken off the list of regular Walt Disney animated movies. I say this now because it starts with Bambi, and then I go straight to Alice in Wonderland. So I just need Bambi, Alice in Wonderland, animated version. Well, just counting slowly in my head. Just gonna think about that in my head. So that means now I have to go straight to the Lion King, because I have most of the regular Disney animated films leading up to Lion King. So I've got Aladdin on 2 different Blu-ray versions. So I guess I have to go straight to Lion King now.
That's good.
I have Pocahontas. Let's see, Pocahontas, Hercules, and then it's Mulan, Tarzan. I'm counting down to most of them, because I was gonna get those 3D Blu-rays for a bid auction on eBay for Chicken Little and Meet the Robinsons, but unfortunately I lost my chance.
It'd be hard to lose a chance on eBay. Like if there's a certain movie I want, I'd be like, I'll get that, and then but if it's not there no more, that's fine. I'll find it again.
Yeah, unless I found like a flea market or something, I guess I could try.
I see you got Grown Ups 2 on Blu-ray, which that excited me because that movie's funny.
Yeah, it's almost as funny as the first.
Yeah, I like Grown Ups 2 more because it's a lot funnier and it's really fun to watch. I like the Kmart scene. That was pretty funny.
Yeah, I like how they were talking to the police officer when they got out of the store.
Yeah, and then he's like, right, put your hands up. And they put their hands up. And when fella, you just don't care. Say oh. Oh, say oh. And then they led to a police escort to the ballet recital.
Yeah, yeah, you know me, I never ever did ballet when I was little.
Me neither.
I
My
mean, ballet takes.
sister
Oh,
my sister wanted to do ballet when she was little, but we never got the chance to.
and hold on, Kane. There questions. Does William like Pixar?
Yeah, I like Pixar. Pixar is awesome.
Yeah, Pixar's amazing. They did well with their first earlier films.
Mhm. My favorite Pixar movie is definitely Cars because it has a lot of good songs, good characters, and much more.
Thomas Friends Dragon Tales fan 2007 says, "Have I seen Ted?" I've seen Ted. Yes.
I have to. That movie is funny. I like the Thunder
Yeah.
Buddy scene, which I remember on the way to New York on my New York trip in 2018. They put on Ted on DVD because they have those buses with the TV and DVD inside. So we watched Ted, and me and a couple of my friends, we sat and we watched the movie. I said, when the Thunder Buddy song comes on, let's all sing it like as if we're in a carver quartet. And they just started laughing. Said, all right. So we sang it out loud. Everyone looked back and like, huh? What's going on there? And we started laughing.
Yeah. Yeah. Some other films I got on Blu-ray that weren't ones I didn't have were The Pirates of the Caribbean 1, 2, and 3, and yes, so I'm actually gonna get the first Pirates of the Caribbean on 4K as well.
I forgot about the Pirates of the Caribbean. I forgot about those movies.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what other things I got besides the. Because I also got Clive Against Meatballs 2 with a slipcover, but I wanted to put over my original copy.
Every time someone mentions Pirates of the Caribbean, I kept thinking of that song. I've got a, I've got a jar of dirt.
Yep. Yeah. I'm sorry, I was just checking something, William. Why am
Sorry.
I was just checking something to be sure. I actually should have done this, William Waldrip. I should have kept my original DVD release of Muppets from Space, and if I did get the VHS of Muppets from Space, I could have the even formats, like have the DVD two-sided with widescreen or full screen, and the Blu-rays in widescreen anyway.
Good idea. I still need
Yeah,
that movie on DVD because that's one movie I'm missing in my movie collection.
yeah. Hold on. Thomas Friends very close fan asks, "Do I like Thomas and Friends? Do you like Thomas and Friends All Engines Go, William?" I don't.
I don't either. It's not the same as the original. I most likely like to look back on the original Thomas I remembered as a kid. But I wouldn't mind watching the CGI though, because 17 to 21, in my opinion, are masterpieces.
Yep, I think so too. We just answered that question already, Caden Zerif. Already answered that question, Caden Zerif. Yeah, you should have seen my one birthday stream I did for Lego Lover 117, William Waldrip. I did a reaction to the bad no hitter.
That's interesting. Like, all everyone 117 is a cool YouTuber.
Yeah, I mean, you should have seen his channel. I mean, he does lots of things.
Mm-hmm. And most likely his home media reviews.
Yep. And Hunter Arthur Sewell says, "What's your opinion on Dragon Tales?" I love Dragon Tales. It's a cool show.
It's amazing.
Yeah, I was happy like when I watched that show. I'm so happy that the dragons aren't telling me what to do.
I remember the first time I watched it. Well, I didn't see it as a kid, but I remember one night in 2009, I was sick, and I was in the living room. They put a bed in the living room so I can watch TV and everything. So I was flipping through the channels, and I saw this little thing said Dragon Tales is coming in next Sprout. I said, Dragon Tales? Oh, it's that one show I always want to see, and I watched it, and I liked it, and it's pretty good. And that episode is my number one favorite, and that is the what's that episode? Blown in the Wind. Always
Oh,
my
yeah, the
number one favorite.
one where they try to teach this wind how to whistle.
Yeah, couldn't stop laughing when Ord tried to whistle, but then he ends up shooting fire, which that literally cracks me up.
Yeah. Yeah, so like I
Let,
said, that takes Brother Bear off my list of Disney animated movies I still need on Blu-ray. Because I have Lilo and Stitch as well.
Lilo and Stitch. I love that movie. That movie's fun.
Yeah. Yeah, I do like Lilo and Stitch, because speaking of Stitch, I've got a plush of him right here.
That's always been my favorite Disney character.
Yeah, glad I have a plush of him. Just the way he talks just makes me laugh every time.
I always like my favorite Lilo and Stitch movie is a tough one, but I'm gonna say Stitch the movie because there's a lot of scenes I find funny. Like one scene cracks me up was when there was at the party they kept teaching them stuff like say like "Aloha, cousin," and he'll try to say it, but everything goes wrong. But the part cracks me up the most when he said something. And he grabs a chainsaw out of nowhere and destroys the table and stuff.
Yeah, I can agree with some people don't really like Lilo and Stitch too. Stitch has a glitch.
I don't have seen it, but I've heard the theme music to the start of the Walt Disney logo.
Yep.
Lance Jackson said one Adam Sandler movie I love is Zoran, which is that movie. You don't mess with the Zoran. That movie is cool but crazy.
I've not seen that one.
It's hard to explain what it's about, but it's funny.
I've heard of it, but I just never watched it, unfortunately.
My favorite Adam Sandler movie is definitely Jack and Jill.
Yep. We know what it is. Like my friend told me this before, like how they had to film some shots for Adam Sandler to play Jack and the other scenes to play Jill.
Yeah. I couldn't stop thinking of the scene. Hey, you remember what Lucky Mucky Cook means? What does it mean again? Jack, don't. It means I can't stand you being in here.
Yeah, and also like when. Oh yeah, and luckily I know this scene in Mr. Deed's Adam Sandler movie where he says, "You're sick. You're sick." Oh, just
And the Blackfoot scene, that was pretty funny.
like he says, "You're sick. You're sick." Yeah.
I always like Mr. Deeds too. That movie would always be an awesome one.
But yeah. Yeah, like I said, I'm trying to maybe find like maybe some other movies I want to get on Blu-ray. I want to get like maybe the Adam Sandler movie Wedding Singer, or I also want to get the Tom Hanks movie That Thing You Do.
I still need to check that out. Oh, that movie, the thing you do, where it's called. I still like to see that.
It's That Thing You Do. Yeah, I know it's got Tom Hanks on it, so you'll probably like it.
Tom Hanks is a good actor. Me and my family will love his acting.
Yeah, I heard it was his birthday a while ago.
I was thinking about watching Tom Hanks movies in honor of his birthday.
Yeah, that is cool. Yeah.
But I don't have much Tom Hanks movies on DVD. I have Forrest Gump, Toy Story, and I have Forrest Gump on VHS. I don't have it on DVD yet.
Yeah. Okay. So 7:30. We'll switch to doing Q&A now. Okay.
Q&As
So
are
yeah,
awesome.
yeah. Now we're switching to doing questions and answering now. Yeah, I'm just concerned. Like, do you have Lady and the Tramp on DVD or VHS or Blu-ray?
Not yet.
Oh, okay, it's available.
Not at the moment.
Oh, okay, I've seen it at my. I actually think I might have seen it at my Mega Replay. I actually saw a Christmas Carol, but I didn't ever actually got it because it was over the limit, so I just left it. But I'll still get it. So, wouldn't it be cool if I had some versions of a Christmas Carol to own on Blu-ray?
Yeah. Excuse me.
I mean, you've seen the Jim Carrey Disney's A Christmas Carol, right?
I, th- I think we did, because I was in ninth grade, I think we seen it. Or
Oh,
maybe it was in eighth grade. Not sure.
actually came out in
I think it was
2009.
ninth grade.
Okay, but to show that the animation in Disney's A Christmas Carol, the Jim Carrey one from Disney, looked kind of like the animation taken from like Polar Express or something.
I thought of that every time I seen clips of it. And every time I looked at those clips, I'm like, is it just me? Or do they turn it into like a sequel to the Polar Express, but without the train?
Yeah, but I mean, did you say you would probably like the Muppet version of A Christmas Carol over the Jim Carrey one?
I remember seeing it when I was a kid. I think it was pretty good. The Muppets Christmas Carol, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, yeah, and and did you also know that I did change the border color and I did put the bubble to a classic logo instead of just leaving it like a traditional oval shape when
Hmm.
I began this stream?
Yeah. I used to do that on my own YouTube account whenever I do live streams. But I unfortunately don't remember the password on that old one no more. But I'm using the
Yeah,
current YouTube channel on my iPhone, which I used to
yeah,
upload stuff to. Still am.
yeah. And also, I'll show you this again. Are you sure this plush I showed you earlier looks like Simba as a cub, or does it look like someone else as a cub?
I think it
Please,
is Simba.
you sh okay, because I think Nala Cub doesn't Nala Cub look a little bit different from Cub Simba?
I think she does.
Oh, okay, because
I
I know
want
that.
to. I might want to ask my friend Isabel about that because she's a big fan of the Lion King.
Yeah, that's what I say. Yeah. And also, did you know that I did possibly see something cool at my work today? It that I was gonna probably get 101 Dalmatians 2 Patches London Adventure on single disc DVD to replace my gray DVD disc that I have in my Blu-ray combo pack because the menus are exactly the same, but I'd rather have separate menus.
I think you did.
I did, but unfortunately I didn't buy it because actually for reasons, yes, the one of the inserts would have been too big to fit in the Blu-ray case.
Yeah.
I mean, the small one could have fit, so that would be okay, I guess. And the same thing with if I do for Scamp's Adventure, if I find it at a, but because unfortunately some of the DVD inserts won't fit into a Blu-ray case. Like one particular one is like I should have kept the DVD sized insert for the Thomas Blue Mountain Mystery DVD. Did you know that would not fit into my Blu-ray compact since I have Blue Mountain Mystery on Blu-ray now? Yeah, did you know that the Blu-ray actually fixed an issue from the DVD of the on Blue Mountain Mystery that fixed that one bug
Yeah.
when Luke says well on the Blu-ray it doesn't do that bug, but on the DVD unfortunately it does.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah, but I don't know if do you have Blue Mountain Mystery on DVD yet or still trying to find it?
I used to have it, but I don't know where that went.
Oh, I'm sorry you don't I'm sorry you don't know where it is.
That's alright. Speaking of Thomas, Kaden asked, do you have the Thomas plush?
Unfortunately, I don't, Caden Zerif. I don't know what happened to it. My dad got rid of it for some silly reason. He should have let me keep it.
I used to have a Thomas plush when I was little. I don't remember which one it was made. I did sell a Thomas plush on my birthday when I was at that flea market. Like me and my sister was looking around, and then come around the corner, there was a Thomas plushie, and I picked it up close to when was it made in. It was made in 1991, and I said, "No way! This Thomas plush was made in 1991."
It's like, oh, if you could have gotten it, I would said, is there you could possibly ship it to me? I would like to have it, but I don't know what it looks. What did it actually look like when it said 1991 on there?
It had the same design, but it didn't have the classic look face like from the earlier seasons. And I think it had wheels on. Like, let me look it up. I'm using my laptop to join with
Okay,
you in the stream.
okay. And while you're looking, I may as well ask you some other stuff. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
here's what I
this
was
is
gonna say.
yeah, that's the right one. Okay, so maybe someday when you're doing another video, I'll send you a picture link to the picture.
Yeah, if I do an ordinary video, because I actually want. Did you know that I'm gonna maybe do some videos or streams where I show off book stuff, William Waldrip? Because doing reading stuff in August kind of reminds me of some going back to school tradition. But even though I don't go to school anymore.
Yeah, that's a good idea though. Show books what you have or something.
Yeah, yeah. And also, did you know that I might possibly read the Lady of the Tramp book one of these days, or some other kind of books beginning on August 4th, maybe? But I may have to do it in several parts because there's so many pages in that book.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree with you, Kostya. Toss All Engines Go is trash. Yeah, like you told me. Remember when you told me about the Dragon Tales episode "Blow in the Wind," William Waldrop? That reminds me of how I can never whistle ever.
Yeah.
But I can hum, but I just can't whistle.
I whistle sometime. Like, whenever I'm listening to that classic Beatles song, Fool on the Hill, they have a recorder part on there, and I'd whistle along with that, which I like doing that every time I listen to it.
Yeah. And Kaden's asked, does William like DreamWorks?
DreamWorks, in my personal opinion, is very amazing. I love the movies on there. My
That's
favorite
cool.
one, I'd say my favorite DreamWorks movie would be either Madagascar or Over the Hedge. But I'd say Madagascar because it's really nice.
That's nice. And yeah, did you also know that I did do something cool, William Waldrop, on one of my games to get a save file? Did you know that I actually now have a real, true, 100% save file of Super Smash Bros. Melee on my GameCube memory card?
Didn't know that.
Yeah, I had to restore it to the slot B of my memory card because I didn't want to. Because if I try to move it to the memory card that's got like this weird third-party one, it causes it to get corrupted. I don't know what's wrong with that. I mean, all I really just did is simply just did this one-time snap. Like once the memory card's inserted, if you try and take it out, it's gonna make a weird bug and cause my save files to get corrupted.
Yeah. Corrupted things can be a little bad sometimes.
Yeah, I think it's because they just think it's a weird memory card, and usually should just use like official memory cards to be safer. I mean, I know you don't have a Wii that can play GameCube games just yet, right? Kostya says Team Umizoomi is garbage. I completely agree, Kostya.
Yeah, I mean it's a good show, but I don't like it much anymore. And most likely I'll watch some old Nick Jr. shows like Blue's Clues or The Upside Down Show or Little Bear. You name it.
And Caden Zerf already asked that question already. Well, did he? Yeah, he already asked that. Caden Zerf already asked that question. Do I have a toss plush? I already answered that question, Caden Zerf. By the way, what was I trying to say? Oh yeah, this is what I was gonna say. Well, you know, I might do this, William Waldrip, if I actually should have just copied that save file of Melee that I had on that I restored to my memory card slot B, but I copied it to my memory card in slot A. They can actually save snapshots to the memory card.
Good idea.
Did you really could do that if you had like player 4 has to be the camera and players 1, 2, and 3 are 5.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think you played Smash Bros. Melee, right?
I never played it before, but I've seen my friend from church. He plays it all the time.
Oh, okay. It'd be cool. Wouldn't it be cool if you had a Wii that can play GameCube games?
That'd be nice, though.
Because it saves the date and time easier than just using an ordinary GameCube.
Yeah.
Caden Zerf asks, have you two seen Blue's Clues and You? I have seen a few episodes.
I've seen it. It's always like looking back on the original every time I watch it.
That's cool. That's cool.
The Blue's Clues and You movie is pretty good.
That's cool. Have you seen Blue's Bixby Adventure yet?
I haven't. It's pretty mind blowing and amazing because I think it's really cool to see them going to New York.
And like all 3 hosts getting together.
Mm-hmm. I'd like to see that again someday. Seeing all 3 hosts doing everything.
Yeah. And did you not know that I might get like maybe something cool for my Star Wars collection on home media?
I didn't know.
Did you know I'm trying my hardest to get most Star Wars movies on 4K?
That'd be cool. It's been a while since I've seen Star Wars.
Yeah. Because you know that my grandma, when she was in Seattle, Washington, or somewhere in Washington, she got a Star Wars shirt for my oldest brother because for some reason he likes Star Wars, and for some reason my dad said I don't like Star Wars. Well, isn't that funny? He told me I don't like Star Wars anymore, but I do still like Star Wars, but I just don't care for the sequel trilogy that much.
I think so. Like, Star Wars is still an interesting franchise still.
Yeah, that's what some people say. Yeah, I mean, I don't think... Do you not have any Star Wars movies on home media or something like that?
Yeah. Yeah. I had to lower the air conditioner so I can hear you better.
It's okay. I mean, I was saying, do you have any of the Star Wars prequels or originals on any format?
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
Lately, I've been planning on... Since last year, I've been planning on make a remake series on one of my Fairchild shows. That'd be the Upside Down Show.
Never heard of the Upside Down Show, to be honest.
Like, it's a good show from my childhood. I remember every weekday at 11 o'clock at night, they would play a single 2 episodes and then at 12 o'clock a.m. I go to sleep.
That's interesting. I mean, what's the Upside Down show about, actually? I've never...
Like, it's basically about these two guys who are brothers. They've never been to a place for the first time, like an art museum or the farm or the airport. There's only 13 episodes. Like, they didn't lost ratings or nothing. It was just a success. Like, they won a Logie Award in Australia where they started filming the show, and there were plans for a second season, although Shane and David claim on their website that the show is not going to be renewed for a second season.
Yeah, and I'm also curious. Have you seen Fantastic Four, the original, and its sequel, Rise of the Silver Surfer, but avoid the 2015 remake?
Never seen it, but I've heard of Fantastic Four. I remember watching the Hanna-Barbera cartoon back in the day when it aired on Boomerang. I remember me and my dad, we would watch that.
Oh, you've seen the Hanna-Barbera cartoon version of Fantastic Four, but not the actual live-action movie?
Still like to see that 2005 live-action movie. I heard it has Michael Chiklis on there, which I love that actor.
I think it has Iwan... Well, it's this one actor who also played... Did you know that he also appeared in the Disney film 102 Dalmatians playing this person?
I think it did. I think I know who you're talking about, but I forgot the guy's name.
I think it's Iwan something who played... He was the guy who played Reed Richards in Fantastic Four and Rise of the Silver Surfer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know the... Well, I don't know if I should say this. You know if I say this from Fantastic Four live action 2005, despite haven't seen it yet?
Yeah.
Do you know this is my favorite part, like when he says it's clobbering time?
Yeah. They used to have toys to promote the movie. I remember that because I think I had the fists from the orange guy, and I think I had one of those outfits, but I don't remember if I did.
Yeah, but I don't know if have you seen Spider-Man all leading up to all the way to the one that came out before the Spider-Verse movie, No Way Home?
I've seen the first 3 live-action movies. My brother has that triple pack in his room, which I remember he and we used to watch it all the time when we get bored all the time, and he wants to watch it.
Yeah. And did you know that I might get the Fantastic Four trilogy on Blu-ray that comes with the original and Rise of the Silver Surfer one of these days?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know either. But I mean, I'm also curious. Do you have one of the live-action 101 Dalmatians films on DVD?
Not yet, but I still like to get that too on DVD or on tape because I have a VCR and a DVD player.
Oh, VCR DVD combo player.
I wish it was a combo, but it's separately, not the platinum one. But I like to get a VCR DVD combo player.
Yeah, and also, like, did you know that I saw one of these videos from Fabian's Meme Corner 2001 saying he has a VCR/Blu-ray combo player? Have you heard of those things, like VCR/Blu-ray combo players, but players can still play DVDs?
I think, yeah, I have seen them. They look really interesting. Fabian's Media Corch has one, in my opinion, really cool YouTuber.
He collects a lot of VHS tapes and DVDs and Blu-rays. Did you know he collects a lot of them, just like some other YouTubers who just like to collect them for some reason?
Yeah, I remember that too. I'm trying to think if there's any other good YouTubers I like that collect VHS tapes and DVDs and Blu-rays and stuff. I know you're one of them, along with Fabian's Media Corner. I'm trying to think who else. I think there was another one I liked, but I don't remember who. I think it's Clayton Kondo, where his name is.
I don't think I've heard of that name, honestly.
Oh yeah, there's Fierce Bowler Fanatic 2001, known as David, which I remember him. He's a cool YouTuber.
That's nice. And yeah, and also like I know that yeah, would it be cooler on some of these Best of Thomas character releases if they just replaced some of these episodes on Best of Thomas, James, and Gordon? Because like on Best of Thomas, Thomas Person the Dragon, why how isn't it weird Thomas Person the Dragon is on Best of Thomas, but it focuses more on Percy?
Yeah. Remember seeing it every time I watch it. I'm like, why couldn't they just pick Thomas Comes to Breakfast or Trust Thomas? Those two would have worked out in the DVD.
Or oh, I don't know, put maybe what else can they put? Or maybe Thomas a Special Letter, that would have been cool.
That would be a nice choice.
And for Best of James, like replace Time for Trouble with wouldn't it be cool if they just replaced Time for Trouble with like Foolish Freight Cars or something?
Yeah. Foolish Records would be a good choice too.
Because you know how like the first three Best of characters, Percy, Thomas, and James, go from seasons 1 through 4, and Best of Gordon has season 5 episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they were just replaced because isn't that cool that they got the Gordon Takes a Dip double episode on Best of Gordon together, but they could have just replaced Down the Mine with something else, and the Whistles and Sneezes and Fender Engines.
Yeah.
I'd have loved that they. Would it be cool if they put tenors and turntables on Best of Gordon? That'd be kind of cool.
That'd be interesting. I love that scene in that episode when James got on the turntable, spun real fast, and stopped, and Gordon said, well. Oh, are you playing roundabouts?
Yeah, that would have been a good season 1 episode to replace Whistles and Sneezes.
Mm-hmm.
And I think what would be a good season 3 episode to replace Tender Engines, or just any episode in general to replace Tender Engines on Best of Gordon, because that one also focuses on Henry in the second half. I don't know. I don't know.
I was going to say the Trouble with Mud, but that's already on there.
So I think maybe a Cow on the Line would work. Or I don't think that could work for. That probably could work for Best of Edward if they made one.
Yeah. Should have been nice they made Best of Henry, Best of Edward, and Best of Toby. Imagine they made that and they make a 7 DVD box set. Say the complete Best of Clutch and like Tom's, like put them in the order of the main 7 characters, like Thomas, Edward, Henry, Gordon, James, Percy, and Toby.
Yeah. But yeah, I was just thinking of another episode that could replace Tender Engines, because like for Best of Gordon, they don't have season 4 episodes, but Best of Thomas does.
Yeah.
So I think we have to replace Tender Engines with, because Gordon never got a spotlight in season 4. Well, I mean, he was a side character in Sister Handle and Rusty Helps Peter Sam when he gives him horrible advice, just like he did with James and Trust Thomas from season 3. Did you know that Rusty Helps Peter Sam is a similar situation as Trust Thomas from season 3?
Yeah, like Gordon teaches them how to pretend to get sick. We got 2 questions in the comments.
Oh, First Kane Zerv asked, what are William's thoughts on the upcoming Toy Story 5 movie?
No thoughts on it yet, because I haven't seen the trailer yet.
I haven't seen it either. I just hope it's not as emotional as Toy Story 3, or it might just not, or hopefully it's not as like some people. Did you know that some people say they hated the ending to Toy Story 4?
Yeah.
And Lance Jackson asks, have you ever seen Bend? Asks you, William, have you ever seen Bend It Like Beckham starring Keira Knightley?
I've never seen it before.
I've seen it at Goodwill at my work, William Waldrip, but unfortunately I never had a chance to buy it. I mean, I might like it, maybe, but I just hope it's good. Some sports comedies I'm not a big fan of, or some of them I am a fan of. Did you know that? Because you know me, William Waldrip. You know me, I'm never ever gonna buy Coach Carter on DVD.
Hmm.
I tried it once. I just didn't. I don't think I liked it as much. I mean, it had Samuel L. Jackson. It wasn't that cool. The only thing I kind of liked was Samuel L. Jackson in that movie, I guess.
Oh yeah, Samuel L. Jackson, or whatever his name is.
The same guy who played Mace Windu in the Star Wars prequel trilogy,
Yeah.
and he was Mace Windu's ghost voice in Rise of Skywalker.
Hmm.
And yeah, did you know that my oldest brother William does not like the second Spider-Man of the Samurai trilogy that much? But for some reason, he likes the first and the third one the best.
Yeah. My brother likes the same thing, the first and third one. He likes them
And not,
too.
oh, really? He likes the first and third ones the best, but he doesn't like the second one as much?
I I don't remember what was his thoughts on the second one. I think he said it wasn't bad, but he just likes the first and third one mostly.
Yeah. And yeah, did you know I might be? Did you know I'm not ever gonna find that Thomas Gets Tricked 1990 VHS print with the blue sticker label? That's going for so much money on eBay.
Yeah.
Unless like I found it at like a trade-in place and someone said that'll be a certain amount of dollars, and I just have to use actual cash money, so I don't have to worry about paying it on eBay for a ridiculous price.
Yeah.
And like the same thing I want to do for the James Learns a Lesson, the variant one, which has the. Because did you know that there are two variants of the James Learns a Lesson 1990 VHS of that release?
Yeah, because I think the first edition had an image from Edward Hubsal, and then the second is the famous one with the picture of Old Iron.
Yeah, but isn't it a shame you can never ever find a blue or a red sticker label 1990 tape of Tenors and Turntables, and you only can get the black one? But for some reason, like they said, the first four from 1990 said they started out with blue tapes, then they went on to red, and then they just went to standard black after that.
Yeah, that's what Sean said. If you don't remember,
I
that
know him.
guy, he and his brother, they do random VHS and DVD facts on Thomas.
I mean, I watched his facts. I mean, it's like, huh? He says like the first four said they have blue tapes. I mean, I could find
Yeah.
them. I see the Thomas Gets Tricked one on eBay, but that one's too expensive. Did you know? Didn't I tell you that the Thomas Gets Tricked one it's too expensive? The blue one.
Yeah.
But did you know the Tenders and Turntables one is the rarest of the four? Because I guess if you bought it first day it came out, it did come with the blue tape.
It might be like, I couldn't find a picture of the blue tape nowhere, but I did find the
Oh,
red one though.
oh, you found the red one for Tenders and Turntables?
Yeah.
And that means maybe I could get the. That means. Do you think? I'll tell you this. Maybe I'll get the blue ones of Thomas Gets Tricked and James Learns a Lesson, and the orange-ish red tapes of Tenors and Turntables and Thomas Breaks the Rules, and Better Late Than Never. Never got a red tape.
Yeah.
And you know, like I might get the Strain Home video print of Better Late Than Never because it has the Duck picture from the Runaway. Because I guess because they did because Duck was in a lot of the episodes on that release.
Yeah. Kind of confuses me why Thomas was on the cover in the 1991 print.
Because I guess he was the spotlight in 3 episodes.
Yeah, he was in 3 episodes. Duck was in, let's see,
4.
4.
Well, he was in like the first half, and then the second half goes to Thomas.
Yeah.
But did you know that I might get the Bob the Builder VHS tapes after all? Because like I watched the releases on YouTube before I decide if I want that release or not. Since I
Yeah.
watched a few of these over the weekend.
Hmm.
I watched Bob Saves the Day, Can We Fix It, Celebrate with Bob, and another one. I'm trying to remember another one. Gosh, I know there was another one, but did you know I watched them on YouTube before I officially buy that release?
I think you did.
Yeah, I watched those 3 and another specific one, and the episodes weren't actually that bad, so that means I'm going to actually buy it. That means you think it would be cool that I'm actually going to do buy them because I did like some of the episodes on that release.
Uh-huh.
Did you know that Magnetic Lofty was kind of an interesting one, an interesting episode? Oh, okay, it's 8 o'clock, so back to doing just regular statement questions again. As I was talking about I was asking a question about magnetic lofty ball. I'll just give this out. I was going to tell you this magnetic lofty. I was asking a question about that earlier, but now it's time to do statement topics again. Magnetic lofty kind of reminds me of the Thomas episode from season 15, Stuck on You, with Butch having a magnet.
Yeah.
It's like, wow. It's like, he was kind of like similar to Butch in a way in the magnetic lofty episode. I was like, wow. Because they had to strip up some old railroad tracks that are not being used anymore, and like Lofty's magnet was the only thing to get them was to lift them out of the way. And like how Lofty was running out, he was running off all scared, but he was picking up rubbish all over the trail. Yeah. Sorry if I was talking a little bit quiet, William Waldrip. I think my dad was downstairs with someone in my house. I just had to talk in a little bit of medium indoor voice. I think it's at least I think I think my grandmother's upstairs, so I think I'm safe to do it now. I'll tell you now.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this again. Magnetic Lofty reminds me of the Thomas episode from season 15, Stuck on You, where it's kind of like how Butch has a magnet. But I don't know why in the episode Horrid Lori, that model looks like Butch, but he doesn't have a face.
Yeah. It always confuses me because I remembered I had the Tickle on Butch as a kid. He had a face on there. And when I watched every time I watched Horror Lore, I said, hey, why couldn't they show his face instead of not showing no face on there?
Or why couldn't the narrator just mention just say he's just an unnamed the breakdown vehicle because he didn't have the face.
Yeah. Like let's say something like then an unnamed vehicle came in to proclaim the Lord. He was towing the Lord from the flour mill.
And then Toby's driver says, "What happened?" asked Toby's driver.
He was our Lord Flour and he broke down.
Not very useful now, are you? Said Toby.
It would be so very funny if they didn't do the grr sound. They would do the sound of a cat hiss. Like, after Toby says that, they'll go, hiss the lorries.
And then they said, then James was excited. They're bringing in the third lorry on a barge. What happened to that one? Asked James.
That Horror Lorry episode is one of my personal favorite Season 5 episodes.
That's actually Keeper24's one of his favorite Season 5 episodes as well.
Another episode I like on Races, Rescues, or Runaways is... I really like By George. I really like the scene when Gordon chops down the line and then the narrator went, suddenly he saw a freight car in the line ahead. Get out of my way! But the freight car wouldn't move until Gordon forced it by accident.
And like when Gordon was worried he was going to get Sir Thomas was going to be cross with him, but the narrator said he was, but not with Gordon, and he talks to Gordon's driver about what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was like put upon Percy because I love that part when he goes backwards and then the entire thing's come crashing down on him.
Yeah. And yeah. And I know I don't think you have this Thomas book, Cranky Day.
I remember I had it when I was a kid.
Yeah, the only Season 5 Thomas book I'm missing is A Better for Gordon and Other Thomas the Tank Engine Stories. I only have these two.
The Thomas and the Rumors was probably my favorite out of all of them.
But yeah, and I'm glad that, like they said, they usually the big engines would say it disgraceful, disgusting, despicable, but it went backwards. Gordon said despicable and Henry said disgusting, but James said a full sentence differently from the others. Yeah, I was glad, even though James did say despicable and Horrid Lori.
Yeah.
But like after, like when Gordon said despicable and Henry said disgusting.
Yeah.
but James literally says he exclaims out a different line. Engines are meant to take visitors around our island.
Someone named Marissa, the Monster Inc. fan, says, "Hi, what's up? I like dogs."
Hi, Marissa, and that's cool. I'm just doing a stream for William's late birthday. It was about a few days ago, and I'm doing it on his mother's birthday today, Marissa. I forget to read comments through live chat, but that's okay. That is totally okay. Yeah, but if you find Lady the Tramp 1 and 2 on DVD, that'd be amazing, William, because trust me, you'll like the second one a lot better than the first.
Hope I'll find them someday. Cause
I mean, if you tell me if the parts in the first Lady the Tramp don't keep giving you serious issues, or you get entertained by the second one.
Like, I still haven't seen the both films, but they look really interesting to look at.
Oh, well, you'll probably watch them eventually soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I can understand some people don't like Sesame Street. One of my YouTube friends, William Waldrip, he says he does not like Elmo for some stupid reason. I don't know why.
I used to watch Sesame Street when I was little. I remember when I was real little, I used to skip the episode and go right to the Elmo's World scene because I remember doing that when I was little.
I just go through the whole regular episode of Sesame Street, but go straight to Elmo's World.
Yeah, like I fast forward to that and I go to the Elmo's World part. But nowadays I don't do that no more because as I got a little older, I end up watching a full episode.
Well, did you know that? I was going to also tell you this. One of my favorite parts in Sesame Street, one of the seasons I think it's before this very princess, Abby Cadabby, appeared on Sesame Street. Big Bird did this fun game with Elmo called Journey to Ernie.
Uh-huh.
It's like that's a Sesame Street version of hide and seek in a way.
Yeah.
But I think there was a one time Big Bird had to do it with Bert because Ernie was unable to come to it, or Ernie was just too busy.
Could be.
Like the one time they only did a Journey to Bert sketch in Sesame Street, but the rest of them was just Journey to Ernie.
Yeah.
And like another one, I watched the Blues Clues episode from season 6, Joe's Clues.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the Joe's Clues episode. That's a pretty awesome one.
Like this one, I would like to do it like for when they do I would like to play this with the chase scene from the chase of Thomas Magic Railroad, the chase music from the scene from the chase of Thomas Magic Railroad. When they do It's the Great Joe's Clues chase.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to see like how that goes. I'll have to play it. Like after Joe starts to sing It's the Great Joe's Clues chase, and the chase begins, and like this piece of music, yada yada yada, plays. The chase is on already.
Yeah. Love that chase scene. It's funny.
Yeah, I'll have to try it one of these days. I'll have to put my Blues Room It's Hug Day DVD and just go to the Joe's Clues episode and see if I can try it.
Mm-hmm.
Like when they actually eventually start skidooing into the book, like when Blue starts to skidoo into the book, that's when this part of the chase music starts to play. Like when it plays this beat of music when Diesel 10's starting to chase Thomas and Lady already. Like in the original director's cut of the chase, they changed. It was originally called like when P.T. Boomer said to Burnett, "I'll get you, Burnett Stone," and Burnett Stone said, "No, you won't, Boomer, because of the magic you refuse to believe in." The lyric says, "No, you won't, Boomer, because the magic you refuse to believe in will get the better of you." Yeah, that line when Burnett Stone says, "We'll get the better of you," kind of confused me. He's like, I thought he was saying a different word, but then he literally says after he said, "Because the magic you refuse to believe in will get the better of you."
Yeah. What's interesting, what's really cool, Peter Fonda inspired the Beatles to write the song She Said, She Said, which at that time Ringo Starr was there.
I guess that's the coolest way, like when Peter Fonda did Meet, Ringo Starr?
Like he met all the Beatles because they was doing a weird acid trip, so they were doing that. And they was wondering, like Pierre Fonda asked them if they would write a song, which it was originally going to be called "He Said He Said," but they renamed it to "She Said She Said."
Oh, okay.
Every time I listen to that, it gives you that energy. You're floating in the air.
Yeah. That's what I noticed too. Yeah. And yeah, also like I don't know what my favorite part from Oliver and Company is, to be honest. Like other than the famous songs like Why Should I Worry or Streets of Gold or the You and Me aka Good Company song. I think everyone should agree Why Should I Worry is the best song from Oliver and Company in my opinion. Because of how catchy it is and but yeah, you gotta see this, William. When I was watching Mikey57S's review on Oliver and Company, he does not like the character Georgia because of how rude she is, and I can understand some people don't really like the dog Georgette from Oliver and Company because she's so bossy and rude. Just like how I know Thomas fans are a mixed bag of them. Some people like Philip and they don't like him. And yeah, like I said, if I had to pick my two favorite songs from Oliver and Company, I'd definitely have to go with the Good Company song and Why Should I Worry? Because they actually reprise it again at the end of Oliver and Company again, but then just retitle it to Why Should We Worry?
You can hear a little bit of my phone in the background.
It's okay. I was also going to show the Percy's Chocolate Crunch book.
And that's another book I remember I had when I was a kid.
I remember getting this from the train show when I was really little, William, along with the Monster Under the Shed book, which I think I still have it somewhere. I'll have to look through the books to see if I still have it. I remember getting this with the Monster Under the Shed book. Okay, this looks interesting. Yeah, sorry if this someone wrote in this book right here, because this was someone's original copy, because this was in better condition. But yeah, this page in this book confused me. I was like, why does this sentence say Salty was sad, but he's happy in this scene, and No Sleep for Cranky?
Yeah.
And like, this is the part where Bill and Ben laugh at Cranky, I think, but they're not even Salty didn't even get the job at the docks yet. Yeah, this picture of Salty's sad should have been used on the previous page, but I don't know why Hit Entertainment or Ghislaine didn't do that.
I remember the Ghislaine days of Thomas.
Yeah, it's kind of astounding because I'm surprised, like, even though I hate All Engines Go, I'm surprised that the Ghislaine logo was on the back of an All Engines Go of DVD of Thomas, despite like Hit Entertainment bought Ghislaine before Mattel bought Hit Entertainment. But yeah, I thought I trusted Andrew Brenner, but I just don't trust him anymore. And another thing, like, I wouldn't say I hate these people who wrote the SpongeBob episode from season 3 I now dislike, which is New Student Starfish.
Oh, yeah.
I would have liked if they just swapped the roles. Patrick got in trouble, and Patrick would have growled, more than SpongeBob and Mrs. Puff would have gotten more pissed at him.
Yeah.
Saying like, and then Mrs. Puff seeing what's going on here, and then SpongeBob would say Patrick and I were fighting, and they still got detention still. But yeah, we can all just agree New Student Starfish is not good in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and also like when you said in one of my streams, I know you said bully for you, PU, get out of here.
Yeah.
I don't know what you would say for no hitter, get out of the door. I think since if you watch my stream in Lego Lovers belated birthday stream, I did a reaction to the parts in no hitter where Max was acting like a stupid brat in that episode instead of just accepting what they said.
Yeah.
And like I don't know, and he should have just. Yeah, he should have just gotten pleased that his friend Ord caught the ball instead of just getting angry saying that was my ball.
Mm-hmm.
Because like if I was playing a ball game like that in gym class back in I don't know 3rd grade, I would just be pleased that one of my teammates caught it instead of just getting so mad.
Mm-hmm.
And then they say, "Oh, and I was like, "Good job, teammates. Now throw the ball to me." And I was catch it like this.
Mm-hmm. I think I remember playing that in elementary school.
Yeah, but luckily he didn't do the same thing as Max in no hitter. Just don't get so angry when someone caught the ball instead of you. Just be happy that someone else caught it instead of you. It's like when Sonic does so many versions to play the baseball game or on the baseball field in the first Sonic the Hedgehog movie. Because I got it. I don't got it.
Oh yeah, next month is August. That means it'll be time for the train show.
Oh, yep, that's right. It'll be train show time in your area, at least.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, next year I definitely want to go to the next year's train convention, 2024.
You can hear the sound of a horn.
What's a horn?
Yeah, it's in the far distance. Like sometimes if we're in here, there'll be loud vehicles pass by, like the sound of a loud motorcycle, for example.
Oh, you're saying like seagulls or something.
Like we don't live. There's no seagulls around, right? I wish we lived in Florida though. That'd be nice though.
I actually can hear like the sound of that kind of like those kind of like birds that are flying outside my house. They kind of make that kind of squawking sound, you know. I mean, I can hear them sometimes, you know.
Like sometimes when I'm in bed, I can hear the sounds of birds tweeting, like tweet, 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 tweet.
Yeah. Here's another plush I could show you, William Waldrip.
Ariel. I love Ariel.
As mermaid, but I don't have her human form yet. I mean, it looks similar. It might look similar to this, just except she'll be in a dress instead of mermaid.
Yeah.
I reviewed that plush. I reviewed Cinderella, which I also have right there. Now I'm going to do the princess, the one with the green dress from Princess and the Frog.
Remember the Princess and the Frog? I found funny when the alligator said hallelujah.
Yeah. I have Princess and the Frog on Blu-ray, actually. Well, let me see if I can show you some other stuff. I guess I could show you. I forgot to show you my birthday stream. I have the New Adventures of Pippi Longstocking on Blu-ray. Let me go grab it. Here it is.
There it is.
Yeah, I know probably don't have a Blu-ray player and you can't get this Blu-ray. Oh, Marissa says hello to you, William.
Hey, Marissa, what's up?
I mean, I won't spoil the movie for you if you've not seen it yet, William, but I recommend watching it. But I definitely recommend this Blu-ray. Kind of like yes, you told me like how you have the 20th anniversary Blu-ray of Magic Railroad, how it's in widescreen. This Blu-ray also helps with that trick too.
Mm-hmm. Watching stuff in widescreen is more entertaining and awesome.
Yeah, this one, yeah, all DVD versions, it's unfortunately in full screen, but this Blu-ray definitely fixed that problem. Kind of shit with this. I'm surprised this Blu-ray came a year after the Magic Railroad Blu-ray came out. This is a Blu-ray from 2 years ago, and now this year, this movie is going to be 35. Yep, 35. This and Auburn Company are going to be 35.
That's amazing.
Yep, simple white disc, but that's okay. And here's my Lilo and Stitch 2-movie collection on Blu-ray. I'm actually going to get the original 2002 DVD disc to replace these gray discs. I'm pretty sure, like I said with Rescuers earlier, the 2012 DVD of The Rescuers by itself has the same menu as the Blu-ray 2-movie collection, and that's why I want to have different menus. I mean, this pose of Lilo is the one recycled from the 2002 DVD release, but it's just mirrored on the original 2002 DVD. Yep, that's what I was talking about. Yeah, some people don't like Lilo and Stitch 2. Stitch has a glitch.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I actually replaced this with the Man of Steel Blu-ray because I got rid of Man of Steel because I don't like how that movie was already starting off so slow and so slow paced. That's why I swapped it with that case, this Man of Steel Blu-ray case, and now mine has a case where the thing can shut.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, if I found a slip, I'm trying to find a slip. Oh, Marissa says I have it on Blu-ray, Marissa, not plain DVD for Mickey, Doll, and Goofy and the Three Musketeers.
I'd like to get that on DVD along with Mickey's Twice Upon a Christmas.
Or you can get the Blu-ray double feature with the original Once Upon a Christmas because like I said, even though if you don't have a Blu-ray player, but I'm sure you have a Blu-ray player, so you should be set.
I always like Twice Upon a Christmas. I remember seeing that in 2009 on TV.
Yeah.
I think one of my all-time favorite moments in Twice Upon a Christmas was when Huey, Dewey, and Louie, they were talking about they've been good all year, and they showed flashbacks on what they did. Part cracks me up so hard the most was when they pretend they cut the ducks in half, and they said, "Uncle Don, come quick!" And Don looks terrifying. They all laughed at him. That was pretty funny.
Yeah. There's Brother Bear and Brother Bear 2. Probably don't have these on DVD yet. Or you can get this combo pack because they come with DVDs already. Show me the Blu-ray, says Marissa. I think she's referring to the Blu-ray of Brother Bear. Yeah, mine's the Movie Insider's code. There was another copy I saw at Mega Replay, but honestly, they were both in good condition, William. When I saw them at Mega Replay, both these copies, they were in decent shape. I didn't see any too bad of damage, so I decided to get this one anyway. Because, well, these discs were in good shape. Oh, and Felix A says hi. Hello, Felix A.
Hey, Felix.
Yeah. I do not use Netflix. Nickelodeon fan 2009. No way. Unless it's a movie I really want to watch so bad, then I really would use it. Actually, I should use Netflix to watch the Universal live-action Cat in the Hat film with Mike Myers.
I love that movie.
Yeah, did you know it's got Alec Baldwin? I'm surprised it's got Alec Baldwin in it, William Waldrip. I wasn't trying to answer the question. I'm shocked it had Alec Baldwin in it, just like how the Cat in the Hat came a year before the SpongeBob SquarePants movie came out.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, wow. I was amazed by that. But I'm surprised like that when they made this Blu-ray 2-movie collection, it looks the same as if you bought Brother Bear on DVD solo. Except they just merged the logos on either side. And like speaking of Brother Bear, I'm not saying it's the same thing as Brother Bear from Berenstain Bears.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like this human who turns into like a there's Kenine, how he's trained this warrior called Kenine who was turned into a bear by spirits.
Yeah.
And like saying Coda kind of reminds me of saying of the word Cody.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Every time I watch The Cat in the Hat, I always like this line that always cracks me up. Yeah, slow. It's better than the last name we had. Super hydraulic instantaneous transporter. Oh, you mean no? Quick to the slow, and then laughs and goes to the car.
yeah. I'm trying to do a Blu-ray. I'm trying to do a movie review on these two films one of these days. Okay, like I said, once July hits, William Waldrip. No. We're already in July. Once August hits, I'm gonna do book stuff. Stuff that's to do with books. But once September comes, I'll go back to doing other stuff again. Because like I said, doing book stuff in August kind of reminds me of stuff of going back to school kind of in a way. But like I said, I don't do school anymore because I'm over 20 years old already. But, and now here's the surprise. I've got Fly Against Meatballs 1 and 2 on. Now these both have slip covers. So this one I found at Goodwill. I found this one at a Mega Replay, but I swapped it and put it over the copy that I originally got without a slip cover from Mega Replay last year.
I remember Cloudy and Transfer Meatballs. I remember we watched that in elementary school.
Yeah, actually, whenever my sister had this movie, I would tell her we would quote some of these funny quotes from the first one. Like from the first funny quote leading up to the final one where he says, when the mayor says, Vegas style all-you-can-eat buffet. Like when he tried to get the machine to stop working, and it threw a radish at the dish thing and it caused an error to occur.
Yeah.
Yes, I do remember the Columbia Pictures logo in both those movies. Nickelodeon Fan 2009. This one is high pitch, like Talladega Nights is. This one's in normal pitch, like Stuart Little 1 and 2 and Muppets from Space. Actually, no. Just the first Stuart Little. The second one is silent. Just the first Stuart Little, Muppets from Space, Elmo and Grouchland, and yeah, I know exactly what I mean. Well, yeah, I'm showing these because, well, in memory of James Caan, may he rest in peace.
Oh yeah, James Caan passed, and that was sad, bro.
Yeah, he passed away last year in August, the same month as the Thomas actor Robin Smith passed away.
Yeah. James Caan will always be remembered as the dad on Elf.
And Tim Lockwood.
Oh yeah. Elf, in my opinion, hilarious Christmas movie.
Yeah, he told me before like how they had to cut out the scene where they thought Buddy was going to puke, but they cut it out to the next scene where it goes to Walter sitting at his desk.
Yeah. Buddy, don't eat the cotton. And then eats the cotton and says, ooh, and then takes a bite of it after it got out of the dad's ear.
Like, I was like, I don't know how the cotton ball got in his dad's ear, but he literally picked another one up, but his dad grabbed his hand.
Yeah. If I'm gonna guess they made the cotton balls out of cotton candy or something.
Like so, like they didn't make it like make Buddy like throw up or something. I would have been okay. This is not how I want it anticipated. I guess they were trying to make it entertaining, but yeah.
Yeah. I think the funniest line in that movie is, son of a nutcracker.
Yeah. Okay. 8:30. So it's now back to doing questions again. Okay. Question answer time again. It's 8:30. Okay. So I think this one. Yeah. Yeah. Did you know that I'm gonna possibly see if it would be cool if they did please just make a complete series of Dragon Tales on DVD, William Waldrip.
I'd like to see that.
But I won't get rid of the sing-along compilation releases. Or I think, like, even if they did put the Let's Start a Band special in the complete series, but I just keep the sing-along release Sing and Dance and Dragon on DVD.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you also know that I'm actually going to keep my VHS of Finding Nemo despite I might get on 4K? And do, like, 3 different versions of Finding Nemo and Monsters, Inc. because they're my favorite Pixar movies of all time. Because of the cool blue-colored VHS tape of Monsters, Inc. and my Finding Nemo VHS has a blue lid and black reels. Yeah, you just think I will do for the Incredibles as well. How, like, well, I'm gonna maybe have, like, also do 3 different versions. Actually, did you know that The Incredibles, the first one, is in my top 5 favorite Pixar movie list?
Didn't know that.
Let's see. Number 1, it's Monsters, Inc. 2, Finding Nemo. 3, Toy Story. 4, Toy Story 2. And 5, The Incredibles. Because I actually do like Did you actually know I do like The Incredibles? Don't get me wrong.
That's a good movie. I remember getting one of the toys as a kid from McDonald's.
Oh, lucky you. I knew it was Yeah, did you know that I used to really like getting McDonald's Happy Meals, but now all of a sudden I just don't really do that anymore.
Yeah.
Like, what was your first ever Happy Meal toy you ever got when you used to get Happy Meals as a kid?
I don't remember, to be honest. I remember getting some of them, but sadly don't remember what was the first one.
I sadly don't remember either.
Nickelodeon Fan 2009 said Jack is going to delete his channel in a few weeks.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Nickelodeon Fan 2009. I'm not going to see him anymore because I liked him, but I don't know why he's going to delete it. But anyway. Oh, Lance Jackson says I had the Dash toy. That's cool, Lance Jackson. I could have gotten that as a present, you know. But yeah, did you know that they did an evolution saying this year marked this kind of like birthday celebration for the purple Grimace guy from McDonald's?
Yeah.
Despite they don't have Ronald McDonald coming to McDonald's anymore. But you know that did you know that my favorite McDonald's commercial, William Waldrip, is that when Ronald McDonald was looking at his watch saying it's time to go, and the kids were like saying, Ronald, let's play, and he said, sorry kids, I have to go to work. I have to go to work. It's like he's like parked right in front of the McDonald's. Did you know that? And then when he finally parks his car, he says, okay, here I'm at work. Now we can play.
I don't think I've seen that commercial.
I've seen it a few times when I was like a middle-aged kid. I say middle-aged kid because I was like getting close to being done with elementary school, but going straight into 5th grade. I think that was when I saw that commercial.
I'm not sure which McDonald's commercial I remember the most.
But wouldn't it be cool if they did make something else cool to celebrate Ronald McDonald's birthday?
Yeah.
I do not know. Like, I'll have to think of what year they'll do an anniversary for Ronald McDonald because I miss him so much. Don't you like Ronald McDonald? He was such a cool masterpiece for McDonald's.
I think he's a cool masterpiece. I used to have a computer game of Ronald McDonald. It was a fun game.
Okay. I wish I had it. What does it look like?
Like, it's hard to explain, but there's activities on one side, and the other you could play games on there. Even has a storybook on there, which I don't remember what the story was. I might find the walkthrough of the game, and I'll show you that. Send you the link to the video because it's on YouTube somewhere.
Okay. Nickelodeon Fan 2009 says Jack might create a new channel. I mean, that's totally fine if he wants to. But yeah, wouldn't it be cool if they didn't Dragon Tales get some toys from like McDonald's or Burger King or something like that? Since I'm holding this Dragon Tales DVD right here, don't you think they did make some Dragon Tales toys for McDonald's or maybe Burger King?
I think they did because I don't remember seeing some at any thrift stores. The thrift store that I used to go to where my grandma is, they had a big bin of toys from old fast food days like McDonald's, Burger King, etc.
Interesting. But did you know that? Oh, wait, he's muted.
I'm back. I had to turn something down real quick.
That's okay. But did you know that there was actually one restaurant where they did have Thomas Toys? Oh, wait, Jake Martin says, "Where's the link at?" Let me tell him. I'll give him
Hey,
the
Jake Martin.
Let me see if he wants the comp. Let me tell him I'll give him the link.
Don't worry, Jake. We're still here. I'm playing the playlist of my favorite commercials, the ones I remembered when I was younger. I miss the 2000s. I want to go there.
Okay, fine. Did you know that this one restaurant did have Thomas Toys to promote the movie Thomas Magic Railroad in 2000? Subway.
That's a Subway.
Did you know Subway don't usually Subway? Didn't you know Subway doesn't usually sell kids meals toys?
I don't do that very often. I remember someone found the Blues Clues ones as well as the Thomas ones.
I mean, did you know they had a Subway version of one of the characters from Magic Railroad as a kid?
Mm-hmm. I did have Thomas and Percy as a kid.
Yeah, but you know something else funny, William Waldrip? When one of the Star Wars prequels came out in theater was coming out to theaters soon. Did you know that 3 restaurants work together to promote the movie, but usually only one restaurant's supposed to do that?
Yeah. I'm watching this old Crafts commercial.
Oh, cool.
Like, you remember Crafts cheese, right?
Oh, and did you know that these 3 restaurants work together to promote Phantom Menace coming to theaters, William Waldrip? Get this. Did you know that KFC, Taco Bell, and Pizza Hut all promoted Phantom Menace coming out to theaters?
I didn't even notice that, but that's really awesome, though.
Like, it's funny. Why would they give out toys, even though usually Pizza Hut is a sit-down or takeout restaurant now, and KFC's now a takeout or you can sit down place, and Taco Bell's the same?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, how can they do toys for a movie that big? Because I guess it was to grow up.
My guess.
I mean, I never did something. I was only a baby when Phantom Menace came out, so I couldn't do anything like that, going out to all 3 restaurants, because I could only eat baby food when I was only not even 1 yet, William Waldrip, in 1999 when Phantom Menace came out.
Yeah.
Only my oldest brother and probably my sister did that.
I have a quick announcement. Someone is parked in my parking spot. It's a red hatchback. It's my spot! Quit parking in my spot!
It's that old Crafts commercial. Like, it depicts a principal screaming that someone parked in his parking spot.
Oh.
I remember seeing that on a rerun of iCarly. And I remember coming to school the next day, my buddy Matthew.
What's this one you're talking about? What you're talking about, William Waldrip?
Oh, I'm talking about this old commercial, which it showed a principal screaming that someone took his spot, like the parking spot, and then he kept shouting he's Principal Wilson, and then the person sits on like, don't have a meltdown, have a meltdown. Just put your cheese on top of the chips and melt, and then nachos. And the commercial ends with the guy saying, "Go Wildcats," and then takes a bite of the chip. I remember watching that when it aired on Nickelodeon or something. And I remember seeing that, watching a rerun of iCarly, and I remember coming to school the next day. Hey, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, here my friend Matthew was on the bus, and then he said, "Did you see that crazy commercial where the principal went berserk?" And I laughed and said, "Yeah, I have." And we were just laughing about that for almost half a minute.
Oh, wow.
But I do have a playlist of commercials, which I like to look back on them. And every time I watch them, I'm like, we need to see those commercials again. Or maybe I'll make a blank DVD of those commercials, watch them every time I want to.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Wait, Watching old commercials are nostalgia.
You think so? And I know you don't have a Nintendo, still don't have a Nintendo Switch, right?
Yeah,
Still
I
not
still
yet.
don't have one yet.
You know what I'm really excited for? The Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass Wave 5 releases tomorrow.
Oh
And
yeah,
I'm doing
that
this.
new Mario game. I forgot about that.
Well, yeah, I'm talking about the Booster Course Pass if you buy it off the eShop, which I have.
Mm-hmm.
And tomorrow's the day that Wave 5 releases. And some people are already trying it out already.
One of the DVDs I'd like to get for hopefully Christmas is that new Three Stooges DVD coming out called Stoogerama. It has 11 hours of a lot of stuff. There's unreleased, never before seen film appearances, some commercials, some complete TV broadcasts, a documentary, and much more. Which if I get that, I can't wait to watch to see what they've crammed on there.
Yeah. And also, like, did you know that if you watch this portion of the iCarly theme song, did you know that in season 2 they use like one of the thumbnails towards the end of the theme song before they sing the final lyrics, just leave it all to me, just leave it all to me? Did you know that all these ones minus iPie, they show Fred, Carly, and Sam next to the baby Stephanie before they brought her over to say goodbye one last time? Before, like when Freddy's going over to grab the pie from the fridge, that's used from every season 2 episode of iCarly, minus the iPie episode. They do it up to I Fight Shelby Marks of season 2.
Yeah.
But for the iPie one, they just use an alternate scene where they all get splashed with mud.
Yeah, from I Go to Japan.
Yeah, because like the episode, like even like I just used it throughout the majority of season 2.
Yeah.
But and also like did you know
that,
and also like did you know that in the first few episodes of season 3 of iCarly that they used like when they used these alternate ones like they used one from do you know the first one, 3 ones they used one from I Go Nuclear when Sam just put her thumb in the orange?
Yeah.
But I think from iCarly Awards all the way up to the finale of season 3, they changed it to have Ricky Flame throwing a pillow at Carly and Sam looks at it from I Cook.
Yeah.
Because I guess this was before the I Cook episode came out of season 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you know my favorite quote from the I Cook episode when they get an email from Ricky Flame and he exclaims out, "You put the bread in the toaster and then it becomes toast."
That part cracks me up. I can't find toast. All you have is bread. Put the bread in the toaster and then it makes toast. And see you guys, and then turned off the camera or something.
Yeah, and then of course, like when you show the scene, like when he's in the wrestling thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like, wow, you know what I mean. I've seen I Cook so many times.
Yeah, I love that episode. I Cook. It's one of my personal favorites.
Yeah, yeah, if I had to choose like a good iCarly season 3 episode, did you know that my favorite would probably have to be Maybe I Was a Pageant Girl?
That's another good episode too. I remember watching that episode on vacation in 2010.
Like, did you know that they played this game called What? I think it's called Who? I think it's What Am I or Who Am I?
What was the question? I didn't hear you because I had to put my headphones back on.
Sorry, what? Like, did you know that they play this card game called What Am I? I think the game's called Who Am I?
I think so.
And like that one, did you know that in that one they don't have a timer base, so you have to just really guess what you are without using a timer. But for some reason there's a kids version of this game in real life where you just have to guess within a certain amount of time.
Yeah,
just like guess what.
Like, what am I? And you'll say, am I a dog? And they'll say no. Or am I a guitar?
Like this one, like the first one which says, Ashley goes, am I an animal? No. And then Leslie, you go, am I something you can drink? No, you choke to death. And like the first one, like Spencer guessed what Spencer messed up and he told Freddy what he really was.
And yeah, I know that's... You'll be Freddy on to the Spencer part.
This is like, do you know how it goes? Like, okay, am I something you can buy at a store? You can?
Yes.
I was like, are they at
stores?
Oh, dude. Sorry. And Spencer says sorry. And It's okay.
That part cracks me up.
Yeah, and also like when they give them cereal to have for dinner, like anyone can have breakfast for dinner. There's no biggie.
Yeah, that part cracks me up as well.
But yeah, and also like I was showing you this Dragon Tales DVD. Well, let me just bring it again. Let me just show it again, William. You know this episode that my favorite episode, Cassie the Green-Eyed Dragon of Dragon Tales, when Cassie tries to feed these little blue clump berries to Finn. She says clump berries, but those kind of look like blueberries in real life. Didn't you know that?
I almost did. I said, "Hey, is that blueberries you see?"
And I was like, yes, those are blueberries. But Cassie didn't you know Cassie says clump berries instead of blueberries, but they look like blueberries in real life?
Yeah.
And Real AJ asks, why is Bully Free the most hated episode of Dragon Tales? There's nothing good about it, other than the first few minutes. I would give Bully for You a 0 out of 10, because nothing in it is good except for the first few minutes. But it is like in No Hitter, did you know that this William Waldrip, I give No Hitter 1 out of 10, because at least Quetzal did give Max a punishment, because he was told not to hit teammates in Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
But yeah, Bully for You, a 0 out of 10.
Trying to think of another episode of iCarly in my mind.
Yeah. And also, like, yeah, it's something I don't understand. Like, you know, something that bothers me and I enrage Gibby from season 3 is like, why would Gibby freak out when he thinks Freddy is kissing his girlfriend, but he's literally not. She literally tripped.
Yeah.
And Real AJ says, also happy early birthday. No, it's his late birthday with the Real AJ. His birthday was a few days ago.
I about burst into laughter when he said, and I'm trying to think what did he say. When Gibby said, "No, you listen, nerd," and then kicks the beanbag, and Freddy said, "Nerd."
And like when the crowd cheers, goes wild in excitement to the laugh track audio.
Yeah. That's also the episode when they believe Spencer died because someone didn't like his art or something.
And Real AJ says, sorry, I meant to say belated sorry. It's okay, the Real AJ. At least I did it. I remembered to say happy late birthday. Even though it is a few days late, that's totally okay. Oh, yeah. And like,
I think of another moment I like in an episode of iCarly.
yeah, and also, like, did you know that the Veronica girl that Spencer dated originally and I Make Sam Girlier and like how she says she feels sorry for his loss, but he really isn't dead?
Yeah, but then he comes out of nowhere saying, "You can see me one more time," or something like that.
And it just scares the crap out of her.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and that line, "My name is not Spencer, it's Sponsor," and then she runs off.
It says, no, we can do a blood test.
I laugh at that. And another part I like in one episode, this makes me laugh so hard, where, like in the episode I Fix a Pop Star, where Spencer and Gibby's mom kiss, and so it showed Spencer say, "I don't see Gibby." Shows a close up of him, but this time he had Carly's face saying, "Want to kiss again?" And then Gibby's mom screamed. Spencer said, "Why did you scream? You look like Carly." "Ah! Why do you scream? You look like Gibby." They both screamed and then they ran.
Ah.
That was so
yeah.
funny.
And you know the funniest at the
so
end,
hard.
and like the last portion is like when Spencer said, wasn't it funny when Spencer said, I thought I kissed Gibby?
I did, and I was laughing so hard on the floor. I just couldn't stop laughing.
Yeah. And yeah, did you know that I like the episode I Believe in Bigfoot where they thought they found Bigfoot, but it was just Dr. Van Gerven pretending to be Bigfoot.
Yeah, that's a good episode too. I can't
Like,
stop laughing. I
It's
find
like-
it real funny when they talked about the beef coon.
Yeah, did you know they referenced the Beef Coon in the season 4 episode of iCarly? I say season 4 because it's like this one where they changed the transition scenes music, like in season 4. This one, like,
Yeah.
like they mentioned the beef coon. Did they mention it in the season 4 episode I Sell Penny Teas when Spencer tells the girl the girl who doesn't speak English and this guy who looks like Gibby's bus driver that they don't speak both of them don't speak English, and then they say, "Wait, have you seen a beef coon, head of beaver, rub a raccoon?"
Yeah. I always like the part in the episode I Believe Be a Fool when Spencer comes in with the drone and said, "If you see an animal like this, make sure you go to beefcoon.org."
And like this is, don't zoom in on it.
I always remember every time and when I was younger, I get excited when the new episode of iCarly comes in.
Yeah, and also like, yeah, I also want to say this. Like, have you? I don't know if have you seen the episode or the TV movie I Start a Fan War?
Yeah, that is a pretty amazing episode.
Not only was Jack Black, and he plays the character Aspajan.
I forgot what was Spencer's character's name.
Aruthor.
Yeah, Aruthor. Yeah.
Yeah. I also like the funny parts. You know the funny parts with Gibby's grandpa being such a stupid head in the drive-thru cracks me up every time.
Yeah, because he kept saying, "You know, I can't eat corn. Wherever can. I'm hearing the voices."
Like when Gubby says, "I keep hearing the voices."
Yeah, that is always cracks me up every time.
Because it's like people just need to learn what they have and don't have at the store, or at the restaurant. Like, you know how like me, William Waldrip, I was very disappointed when there was no more lemonade at McDonald's in my place. You know, I was really upset when I looked through the menu of McDonald's. They don't have plain lemonade for me to drink, so my only option was to drink Sprite.
I didn't even know they had lemonade in your McDonald's.
They don't anymore, isn't that? Don't you know they don't have it anymore, which is a shame. Yeah,
but we don't have lemonade in my McDonald's. We mostly have Coke, Diet Coke, Sprite, not Pepsi, sweet tea, water, and much more drinks.
Yeah. Also, yeah, like I don't know why Gibby's grandpa would just please say, why do you guys not have soup, and just please listen to what the drive-thru guy's telling him.
Yeah. I find it funny when they accidentally took the drive-thru guy, and Gibby said, "You took the man."
Yeah. And like, these guys from Drake and Josh made a cameo, as well as, well, actually, these three characters who look like Gavin and Craig and Eric from Drake and Josh.
Yeah, that almost surprised me. When I first saw that, I'm like, oh my god, did they really drove to San Diego to get up there? That's really amazing.
Yeah.
Gavin, I've got it. Sai, can I keep it or I...
And like, do you like the final one? Like when a spy says his final words when Carly snatched his latch thing off of his neck?
Yeah.
I like when they say, and then when Carly said, you know this other one when Carly says, "Now can we go home?" And then Spencer would say the kind of lines.
I forgot what the lines are, but that's funny.
But then Carly says, "We're going home." Says, "I'll go get the cars." And then the Gibby family comes in and they say, "You told me there would be soap." I lied. Happy birthday.
I think another episode I remember. Oh yeah, there's an episode. I don't know if you've seen it, but it's called "I Quit iCarly."
Oh yeah, that one is like, wait, is this going to be the end of the iCarly series? That's going to be the real iCarly finale for real? But then all of a sudden they just renewed. They renewed another episode after that movie came out.
Yeah, I remember me and my family back in 2009. We watched that. All of us watched it as a movie night.
Oh, you did? Wow.
Like I remember, because I remember one December morning, or I don't remember what month it was in, But they announced a new one called I Quit iCarly's coming. And I said, oh, that's nice. So we decided to watch it like a movie night, and we decided to have a good time watching it.
Okay, that was good. Yeah, I think you're like concerned like this was going to be the real finale of iCarly, but then for some reason they just went to making more episodes.
Yeah. The original series lasted in 2012.
Yeah, then they waited 9 years and a revival's been out for like years now.
Yeah. The revival version, in my opinion, it's not bad. It's still pretty good.
But also, did you know that like for some reason like at the end of, well, no, actually the I Halloween episode from season 6 of iCarly, like that's for some reason why did they say like Neville would shout at the girls saying they were supposed to help him with that incident with the bread and butter pickle incident with when he yelled at the little girl in the market, but they told him they did help him at the end of the previous one, I Pity the Neville.
Yeah.
But they should have just done something after he went screaming at a guy and when the guy in the wheelchair hit his butt.
Yeah, and then some girl out of nowhere saying, hey, Neville. And Neville turned around and looked like, oh, chiz.
And then all of a sudden, like, how like in that version of I Halloween is like when Carly told Sam to stop? And, like, how it goes like this? Sam, stop. What? After Neville had a little accident with that guy in the wheelchair, we should have done something about it. Why? It's our fault. Neville, well, I am a willing boy to accept your apology.
Only the first 5 seasons was made on DVD, except for season 6.
And 7, because I... And, yeah, did you also know that in the episode I Pair Store, it's like, how can seriously people sometimes treat Freddy like crap, but they treat Sam nicely? That doesn't make any sense. Doesn't that not make any sense how they treat Freddy crap, like, but for some reason they treat Sam nicely for some reason? Hold on. Real AJ says, is Catch the Green-Eyed Dragon the most loved episode of Dragon Tales? It's semi-loved, but did you know Flicka, when I asked him about that episode of William Waldrip, he says it's okay in his personal opinion. He can not somewhat get used to Cassie's jealousy attitude getting in the way.
Mm-hmm.
Even though, did you know the moral Cassie the Green-Eyed Dragon saying it's okay to feel jealous of your little brother or sister getting attached to your friends, but that it's still good that you still love them no matter what.
Yeah.
Like, I was never jealous when my brother was being attached to some of my friends. Like, I was pleased that all of us were friends.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good moral. And like, kind of like how it's similar to like how yes, the episode Thomas's Crazy Day from season 14, the moral is it's not good to do 2 things at the same time.
Yeah.
How Thomas learned he can't play hide and seek with Percy while trying to do his work with Bash Dash and Ferdinand. So the real moral was basically like, oh, doing their work can be really fun. And like, the real moral is like, get your work done first, then you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
And I guess, and some people say that Edward the Hero, did you know that Edward the Hero, some people say, is the best season 15 episode of Thomas?
I think.
Jake Martin's here, finally.
Hello.
Hey, Jake.
Hey, Jake Martin. Welcome to William Waldrip's late birthday stream. I know it took you a while to join.
Oh, I know. Happy birthday, William Waldrip.
Yep, a few days late.
Thanks, Jake.
It's okay, but yeah, we were just doing some things, but I want to show you some cool things now, Jake Martin, now that these are the topics I've never got to show you before. This is going back to showing statements.
Oh, the cranky day.
The original release, not the re-release that's comic. Oh, you do? There's some pictures we gotta show that are some goofs. First off, why is there a new hit logo on this cover, but this book came out in 2000? It's like, why is there a new hit logo, but this book came out in 2000? Like right here, there's the new hit logo, but that new hit logo was not seen until 2007.
Alright, there's the Cranky Day.
Oh, yeah, it's the re-release, which sucks.
Well, yes, it has a picture of Thomas, Percy, and Cranky from the new series, while you got the one where it has
Thomas
a picture from Thomas and Stepney.
But get this, it's also going to be when we get to the Toss of the Rumors book, it's going to be shown on this section of the book, and during the James and the Trouble with Trees story. Well, let's look at Cranky Day first. But see right here, Jake Barton, this one has the new hit logo, but mine is the original release from 2000.
The new hit entertainment logo like this.
But that logo was not seen until 2007 on Thomas DVDs. Well, yeah, let me show you some pictures. Let me show you this one picture. I'm going to show you right here, Jake Barton, when everyone's got trapped in the shed thanks to the old trap steamer. I thought that was going to look like Edward's shock face on Duck, but that's just how Duck's face was like when he was all surprised.
They put Edward's shocked face on Duck's model.
No, that looks like Duck's shocked face in a way. It's different to the one he did in season 2 when he was horrified, and like this part when everyone's. But also look like this. Off the last sentence of why is this picture when Cranky got knocked down again, saying like when the sentence says Cranky still looks down the Tula engines, but this picture. And it says, and it wasn't too long before Cranky was upright again. But this is the scene is.
They switched those pictures. Like, should they put this on this and take this on this one? Like,
I don't know. But yeah, here's another scene from Put Upon Percy, like when everyone's laughing. But seriously, why does this say silence? But Thomas and Duck were not really laughing. They were just I guess they're trying to tell the bigger engines to silent.
There it is.
And there's one of the trucks that has Scruffy's face. Right.
Oh yeah, Scruffy's face. They put Scruffy's face on the Troubles truck.
But they don't say that's Scruffy because Scruffy only appeared in one episode back in season 4. And that's right here. One of the trucks is missing its buffer.
I might not worry about that, but I don't know why these crew members are messing their models up. Like, should they put the buffer on the trucks? Like, them crew members.
Yeah.
Made the model series of Thomas.
Yeah. Here's Toss the Rumors book, which actually when we get to one of these pages, when one of these sentences is put, the scene at the beginning was put when the sentence says that even the engines talk about the situation, but it should have all the engines in the shed. Oh yeah. Here's the front.
Oh yes, I don't have Thomas in the rumors. And yes, that picture, when Gordon is shocked, but Henry and James on the other hand are mad. Like when Gordon says, "Despicable," and Henry says, "Disgusting," and then James says, "Engines are meant to take visitors around our island, not that whirly-bird thing." Oh yes, there's the same picture of Thomas and Percy from the Cranky Day. That picture from Thomas and Stephanie, of course.
Yeah, and here's a deleted scene that was not seen in the actual episode. There's Oliver, but Oliver wasn't seen in the actual episode. But except
Oliver's
for a deleted...
Find? Oh yes, they used the deleted scene from Oliver's Find, and
which is the episode after Thomas and the Rumors. Like, why is he next to James and Henry? But I don't know why he's next to James and Henry, but this scene was not seen in the actual episode.
They always use deleted scenes or something, and also.
Oh, Tyler Brown says hello. Hello, Tyler Brown.
And also Henry's call is missing instead. Like.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, like there's some wires inside his model. Like these crew members, can't they just put the call thing inside so we don't see Henry's wires or something?
Yeah.
Oh yes, there's the same picture from the front, except we can see Thomas and Percy.
And there's the scene with Gordon going to the tunnel at a different angle, but you see the back of his tender. And there's a picture from Gordon the Gremlin when but this is when Sir Tom says, "A very important person today. She has heard that all my engines are really useful. Please prove it." But
just like they used. Oh wait a minute. Yes, they always use pictures from episodes that we don't see. Like They used Sir Topham Hatt from Gordon and the Gremlin.
Like, I'll say this again. A very important person today. She has heard that all my engines are really useful. Please prove it. But this one is supposed to say, well, the engines are wrong, and you shouldn't listen to rumors, Thomas. And this seemed like, at the last scenes of the episode, this is like when Harold's above the tunnel, but this is different, like when he's next to Tidmouth Sheds, and the narrator says the engines know that Harold isn't spying on them, he's just being really useful, and the stock footage is used at the very end, is used from Rustytail's Peter Sam. But when Alec Baldwin, he says, he is just being very useful. But in Rustytail's Peter Sam, it says, all present and correct. Time to return to base. That was my good George Carlin season 4 impression this time, Jake Martin, where it says,
indeed,
when Harold
and also in Sir Topham Hatt's Holiday, they used the same stock footage in from Rusty Helps Peter Sam before it shows Harold stopping to let Sir Topham Hatt know that they don't see Tiger Moth.
Yeah, and also, there's James in the Trouble with Trees. Look at this one. Gordon's now mad, but in the actual episode, he's not.
Yeah, how would they... Man, they used... Did they, took a picture of Gordon with his mad face mask, even though they should have used something else, Like
his well, not his kind of annoyed face, I guess, but and also there's another one with Tossin 70 from the Cranky Day cover again.
They used it again.
But when this one it says, it's been like this all day. I'm doing this in a whisper tone because that's how Percy whispers it to Thomas when he confines it.
Oh yeah, I know.
It's been like this all day, confided Percy to Thomas. James is getting a new coat of paint and won't stop boasting about it.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Why was this? Why James? I'm the one who needs the coat. Look at me. And this is Thomas's really pissed off face, but it's flipped.
Flipped? Let me see. Holy crap!
But it's like when James says, I'd rather not. You're not a pleasant sight. And wouldn't understand. And now both Thomas and Percy are pissed off. And I told you before, Jake Barn, one of these scenes kind of concerned me as a kid. It's like, wait, is that Thomas has a name board on his smokestack? But no, it's just James's shiny red coat reflecting off his smokestack.
They always use glossy paint.
But starting with season 6, they just use standard matte paint. Kind of like how, just like how in Dragon Tales they use SpongeBob, they use digital ink and paint color. In season 2
of both SpongeBob and Dragon Tales.
Oh, okay. Let me see if there's some more goofs. No, I think that's all the pages. Nope, nothing in Happy Ever After. Oh yeah, this is I want to show you for Percy Chocolate Crunch book, Jake Martin. Yeah, don't mind the writing. Don't mind this. Sorry if I showed the name. This is not my.
Oh, somebody must have owned this book, but it's yours now. So.
Yeah, I found it at Goodwill back in 2018, I think. I think it's in the Salty Secret one. Here's the Bill and Ben image that's used in Thomas's big storybook.
Anyways, I have this book, by the way.
Oh, cool. So do I. I got it with Monster Under the Shed from this one train show when I was really little, Jake Martin. I got it with the Monster Under the Shed book, Jake Martin.
Yes.
But now I have it separately. I have Monster Under the Shed separately. This picture of Bill and Ben when they say, Bill and Ben didn't think they needed any help, especially from a diesel.
And yes, they used the British word, hello, Percy. Yeah, they put the U in the word hello because I guess it's a British word.
I mean, even though Alec Baldwin is supposed to be making the characters use American terms, not British. Even though Thomas is a British show, we know that.
I will understand that.
And this picture of Bill and Ben was used on the diesel portion of Thomas's big storybook.
And this Percy image is the same on this front and back.
Oh, I forgot to do that with Toss and Rumors earlier, but oh well. Here's the image from No Sleep for Cranky.
Oh,
but
yes.
That doesn't make sense.
They used a picture of Thomas and Percy, and I don't know what episode it's called. I think it's
when they were puffing by each other in the opening shot of Salty Secret, but also reuses in No Sleep for Cranky.
Oh yes, which we're later going to see that, and
Well, No Sleep for Cranky's not in this book. Just Salty
well,
Secret
well,
and
maybe,
about.
well, maybe not, maybe not. No
But
Sleep
there's
for Cranky is not on the book, and this salty image is the same that's on the Salty Secret back cover, even the VHS, and
the VHS and the DVD. Yes.
yes, here's the same image that was on the Cecil on Thomas's big storybook.
The scene, like when this says Salty was sad, but he's smiling. They should have put him sad, like at the scene where.
And
That's from No Sleep for Cranky.
They put 2 pictures from No Sleep for Cranky, like this one when Bill and Ben saying to Cranky, "You're gonna get into trouble."
Yeah.
And yes, there's Cranky, but yeah, they used the image from No Sleep for Cranky, and because that Salty is smiling, even though the thing says that Salty's sad.
Come on, Hit Entertainment or Ghislaine. I say this one. I should say Ghislaine because this was before Ghislaine was bought up by Hit Entertainment.
Well, now here's a picture of him sad on the next page.
But this one where it says Mavis was worried. She rolled alongside and asked him what he was doing on his own.
But
then he makes a different.
But it uses a deleted scene or something, and Mavis is smiling. But even though in the actual episode she felt sorry for Salty.
And like this one where he says, "Oh, I like that Bill and Ben's funniest singing when they try to do a musical rhythm with the trucks." Well, how about we try, Jake Martin? Like, I'll be Bill's I'll do here we go, here we go, here we go, and here we go, here we go, here we go.
No, we
don't.
Try as they might. Bill and Ben.
Yeah.
I know. Even though this was the first attempt at Alec Baldwin's narrating of season 6.
Yeah, for some reason, Alec Baldwin doesn't use a high-pitched voice for Bill and Ben in season 5 for some reason.
Or 6 he doesn't do it anymore. Even though did you know that Trevor Davis is pleased Alec Baldwin doesn't make Bill and Ben sound high-pitched squeaking anymore in season 6.
Wait, who?
I don't know.
Trevor Davis. I was telling Jake Martin about it, William Waldrip. How?
Oh yeah, I know that guy. I
Ben.
subscribe to him.
He doesn't like Bill and Ben's squeaky voices of Alec Baldwin in season 5, but he prefers their normal voices in season 6. But yeah, and bad for Harold, like the one scene Percy.
Alec Baldwin's trying to do similar to George Carlin's.
What? And look, this one picture. Percy has 3 male cars, but in the next scene he only has 2.
And yeah, if I'm showing and not another picture from No Sleep for Cranky.
That's up the shed fell over.
But I know that's used on the front cover, but it's flipped. And yes, here's a bad day for Harold, but they listed with his full name.
And that's James the Balloon book.
I think I have it. That's what you're talking about. Even though Percy's pulling 3 mail cars, he was actually pulling 2 in the next scene. I mean, should those crew members realize that Percy can only pull 2 mail cars? Because if he pulls 4 or 3, they'll be heavy.
Well, even though for some reason in the Nitrogen era he had 4 mail cars, Jake Martin, he had 4.
Oh, and they weren't heavy. I
guess there wasn't a lot of mail for Percy to deliver, but yeah, here's James the Balloon, this first scene with Toss next to Birdie, but that's supposed to be at the very end of the episode when the narrator said, Sir Topham Hatt's plan was working very well. And there's the bottom image from the James the Balloon VHS and DVD, which I do have.
And yes, I'm on the last page, and yeah, it's kind of weird that Percy is strong enough to pull 4 mail cars, just like how Thomas is strong enough to pull or push Rocky, even though he said in the runaway car he wasn't strong enough. It is strange if you ask me. And yes, here's the prototype that I'm showing y'all?
Yep, I showed that before. Well, I've seen it in a video before.
Yeah, they used a prototype image of Percy with chocolate running all the way down his face, but when they made the final version, they
That's
made it look like it's running halfway down his face, and the word chocolate crunch is not brown for some reason, but in the final version, they
You'll
might have fixed that.
They fixed on this book, which you'll see in a minute. But yeah, James the Red Balloon with both these
And
images of James and Tom.
and I know this image is taken from Middle Engine from the back cover.
Ugh.
And
Yeah.
Sir Topham, can't you just? Why did you tell Percy off when you should have told Henry off?
Silly Brian Truman of Middle Engine.
Now I gotta get my James and the Red Balloon book out, which I do have.
Yeah, I was just keeping an eye on the time, Jake Martin, because I gotta get ready for work in the morning. Well, I showed you some of the images already. And this seemed like when the balloon's about to fall on top of James.
They used the people looking up in the sky.
All amazed at the red balloon, but this is like in the alternate scene from the back of the VHS and DVD as well. Yeah, James is puffing across the viaduct, pissed off, but in the final cut, like when after the narrator says James was delighted and he puffs all around on the viaduct, he's smiling. Yeah, the scene with the red balloon in the sky that's actually earlier, like when the narrator says the balloon could be seen from everyone across the island.
And here's Harvey to the rescue.
Yeah, there's this deleted scene we got to talk about right here. This was used in the season 7 music video. There once was an engine who ran away, but neither Gordon, James, Edward, or Percy's mad faces were seen in any of those scenes. It was only Henry's, Thomas, and Harvey. More goofs. What else can we? Oh yeah, here's Thomas the jet engine.
And here's the image with the engine smiling at Harvey, and that's from the end of the episode that was on the back cover.
This one where it says, these three characters say, "Well done, Harvey," said Gordon. "Very useful," said James. "You can take my mail," said Percy, even though we don't see what Harvey would try to pull the mail train ever.
I don't think that happened.
There was never a time we could see Harvey pulling the mail train in an episode. But yeah, now we're on to my favorite season 6 episode that's in this book. Thomas and the jet engine, woohoo.
Yep, and...
But this alternate scene at the beginning is when Thomas is puffing along the tracks of the docks to get the jet engine, but he puffs to this passageway the other way when he passes through Donald, who makes a cameo, I think. Yeah, it's Donald who makes a cameo.
Yeah, and
this scene, this scene where Thomas is looking at Gordon is it's supposed to be at the end when he says, "Sorry for overtaking you back there, Gordon." Like at the very end, it's
kind of zoomed if you ask me.
But it's gonna be zoomed out later. But yeah, and there's this image at the beginning with Gordon passing at the beginning when the narrator says Gordon is a very proud steam engine.
And I'm on the next page, and here is the unflipped one.
Yep, it's also used on some thumbnails of the Thomas the Jet Engine and Other Adventures widescreen version, which unfortunately has been blocked thanks to stupid Mattel.
Yeah, Mattel is such a stupid idiot.
Hasbro should fix Thomas one of these days and make stuff correct.
And here's Thomas passing James. That's on the bottom front cover.
Yep, and this one with Thomas passing Percy is different because usually Percy was facing the opposite way. When he was like... And this is the cool one, Thomas passes Birdie. This is actually on the promotional Story of Thomas and the Jet Engine DVD. Look at this, Jake Barn, like when Thomas is passing the level crossing with the jet engine.
Yeah.
Except Birdie's right there.
And now here's the final page, which is now unzoomed.
With everyone there except, well,
Percy and Gordon.
and Henry and James. And there's the back. Oh, yep, here's the VHS. There's James, their balloon. There's the final version of Percy's Chocolate Crunch now. Yeah, I know she circled over the
I don't mean that, but did they look at this? They did not put the crunch word in brown.
But on the VHS cover art, it's in brown. You almost got entertainment, but you kind of did a little mess up. Oh yeah, let's toss a stay surprise.
Imagine they made a Thomas Snow surprise book.
I don't think they did. Oh yeah, I'll show you this cool Jake Barn. I don't think you've ever seen this. Look at this. I showed this to William early.
You got Lady and the Tramp book.
The big one, not the little one. Because if I got the small one, I would say like, oh, this is kind of like how I had the book of the first Toy Story as a kid. I would think, oh, I'll buy that. I'm picking that up. Yeah, don't mind the little. Well, actually, I got the little marks off the back cover, Jake Martin. It was just a little sticky stuff. But I think I got it off. But yeah, I'm gonna do something cool for my next few streams, Jake Barton, showing off my books. And for regular videos, I'm gonna do book stuff in August. You're absolutely definitely welcome to join that.
Okay.
Well, the streams, but not the videos, but the streams, absolutely. I also do have the Beauty and the Beast one as well, but I could probably show it quick. But first, I'll explain something about when I'm holding Dragon Tales. We can work it out. How I told you guys how like the how Cassie says when it's been snack time, she says fresh clump berries, but those look like blueberries in real life.
Blueberries?
Yeah, they look kind of like blueberries, but Cassie says clump berries.
I guess it might be a parody to blueberries or something?
Yes, because we all know blueberries exist in real life.
Anyways,
sorry, Tyler Brown saying a few comments. Watch Thomas the Runaway Elephant episode. I have Tyler Brown. It's a cool episode.
I just popped the disc 1 of SpongeBob season 1. I just muted it already.
Okay, because I didn't want to hear the audio.
Okay, you said about those names being fixed. Well, you're correct. They fixed it.
Yes, I do see that.
Yep, you're correct. They fixed it on this.
Oh, even though I like to have original complete series releases because they have decorative artwork on their discs.
Which, yes, I know you don't have the complete first season because the plastic thing to hold the artwork for disc 2 was destroyed. Like all damaged.
The cardboard slipcover for the slipcover thing for season 2 was missing.
Or season 2, or disc 2 of season 1, or
Or you're saying like the actual thing was the sleeve of disc 2 season 1 was ripped. Well, like, I was just saying, yeah. Like, whoa! I was like, and when I was like saying about Cassie getting a clump berry, it's like, wait, those look like blueberries. I was just saying, I don't blame Sony for that. I was just saying they're just doing a parody of something that exists in real life. Because I also want to tell you this, William Waldrip. Backaches do not exist in real life. Yeah, backaches and iCarly do not exist in real life. Just like how...
Yeah, but it's a parody of the snowball things.
Oh, okay, that's what they say fat cakes. That's how they make fat cakes in iCarly, but Dan Schneider. But yeah. But and also like this shapeborn, like how yes, clump berries remind me of blueberries in real life. In the Skewer Presents thing how to share, the bag of Corodios kind of look like potato chips in real life.
Them parodies, they always use parodies or something.
Yeah, and William was actually telling me about the iCarly thing. Fat cakes were used parody of snowballs. Snowball food. Snowball, whatchamacallit.
Yeah, it's basically chocolate thing with pink on it.
Okay, that's how they make fat cakes. Because I actually know the one iCarly episode where they go to Canada and they try Canadian fat cakes.
Oh, I love that episode.
I was actually going to show you something else, Jake Barton. Here's some plushies I could show. I haven't forgot to show you this, Jake Barton. I was asking William if this looked like Cub Simba or Cub Nala from Lion King. But I think he was telling me it was definitely Simba.
Okay. I just popped in the engines and escapades. I'm at the theme song for the narrow gauge engines because, yeah, I did tell you they use footage of Thomas and James racing from the Great Discovery. Like, I am not joking.
Oh.
There it is. Not a joke.
This was before the Great Discovery even came out.
Yeah, like.
And there's one from Toss Big Bang. Another one from the Great Discovery.
Early.
Not a silly joke.
There's one from Duncan as well, which we already seen.
And I'm fast forwarding so I can find the Thomas and the Big Bang episode that we don't see it, unfortunately.
I already saw one. I already saw one scene.
Oh, I think I see it. I'm still fast forwarding, so.
There's one from. Oh, there was another one where Peter Sam was pushing his flatbeds of logs. There's also
I know they're using the same episodes that we saw, like Duncan does it all, Sir Handle in Charge, Cool Truckings, Dingaling, and Dingaling. Scarloey storms through and wash behind your buffers. Oh yes, there it is. Oh, hang on, almost there. There it is.
That one's like, and then when the narrator says, and it wasn't even supper time yet.
And also, they put Duncan's face mask on Peter Sam's model.
Oh my god, entertainment.
Why do they always have to share their same name? Why do they have to share faceplate masks? Just like how in the episode, the refreshment lady stand, Peter Sam shared Duncan's whistle, which is why he sounded like Duncan. Peter Sam.
And like at the end of Toss the Billboard, Henry had Gordon's face.
Yeah, like.
They duplicated that Gordon mask, but on Henry's face thing.
Yeah, on Henry's model body.
I think they did the same thing with Peter Sam and the refreshment lady too, because they put Gordon's face on Henry's.
There's another one from Toss the Big Bang when Peter Sam was pushing his flatbeds of logs.
And Rusty pulling something.
Bricks.
He's pulling some bricks. I think there's another one. Yep, there's another one. I can see bricks behind Rusty.
Yeah, I know. Not playing music. Don't want to get copyright. And it's Scarloey had Rheneas' face.
They're always sharing. They always make Scarloey share Rheneas' face, like always. Yeah, I think that's everything.
Yeah, we saw a few things from the Great Discovery.
There it is.
Another one from Toss the Big Bang, and we also saw another one from that's actually one of them from the end of the Great Discovery, when the narrative engines are cheering out.
Yeah, like after the good news has been noticed that Thomas is now found by Stanley.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I just muted my TV, so.
Yes, to avoid copyright infringement.
Always.
Yeah, that's what I do too. Even though I had to play with the audio when I did the reaction to the no hitter episode.
And yes, maybe one of these days I would like to react to Jumping Joby Wood from this, Fiery Flint from this, and Tale of the Brave.
And also get this, Jake Martin, this is so strange. I think we'll stop at around. Gosh, I've been doing this for over 2.5 hours. I think around 9:45 we'll stop. Someone was telling me through one of my comments that Sir Topham Hatt is the villain in Lost Treasure. No, he's not. Sailor John is the villain.
Why would they say that Sir Topham Hatt is a villain, even though the villain was really Sailor John?
Because of him, he turns against Thomas and gets really furious and saying, "Where's my treasure?" But Thomas told him that treasure. Sir Topham Hatt has it. It's going to the museum.
Indeed. Yeah, Sailor John is definitely a villain. Not Sir Topham Hatt. There's no way Sir Topham Hatt would be a villain, even though he runs on 2 railways. Like, I know he runs the narrow gauge railway in season 4, besides the standard gauge engines. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter which railway he runs.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes, I have my Henry and the Elephant popped in because I'm not going to show the Sir Topham Hatt scrapbook. I'm just going to show you the images that was on the photos. Here are my.
I guess you have to show me a few, Jake Martin, because I don't know if I have time to go through all of them. I can tell you the top images as you go through each page, I guess, but without doing impressions, because I don't have time to do more. I'll do some Q&A stuff, but I've only got 15 minutes, less than 15 minutes left to go.
This top one is from the beginning of Lady Hatt's birthday party, and the bottom one is used from Thomas and Bertie's Great Race, which could be found on this one. And it has George Carlin's narration, by the way.
Yeah, I guess I'll go grab something else to show you, Jake Martin, because I'm...
And here are my Bill and Ben's. This one's from One Good Turn, and this one's from Heroes. Could be found on this one. And then here are my at Bulgy's. These are taken from the Bulgy episode. This one's from before he was turned into a hen house. This one's at the end of the episode.
Yeah.
And this one's also found. And yeah, when the narrator says that Bulgy was wearing the railway bus thing on his side. This one's from Bolt. These are from Special Attraction. This one's from before the trucks crashed into Bulstrode. And that's also seen on the actual program of this. Even the bottom, like...
Oh, wait. William says through private chat he wants to show his DVDs. His DVDs.
Okay, go ahead. Okay, I can see you have Racist Rescues and Runaways, and It's Great to Be an Engine.
I got these at the flea market on Saturday for only $1.
Oh, wow.
Just for that bad boy.
Yes, Movie and Game Lover 98. This bottom image is the same before Bulstrode was towed to the beach. And that could be found if you... Yeah, that... You can also find it either from Sir Topham Hatt's scrapbook or on the actual program if you watch the whole episode.
Clever thing they put the Sir Topham Hatt scrapbook with that scene in this release. But, yeah.
I prefer the version 2 thing from New Friends for Thomas and Engine Friends.
I agree.
These are from Lady Hatt's birthday party. This bottom one is when after Sir Topham Hatt got a puncture or a flat tire and he refuses to change the wheels so he doesn't get his suit dirty. And Caroline approaches and Sir Topham Hatt...
Well, top one, she's already at the close-up already. If you look right up at...
Yeah, and Sir Topham Hatt told Caroline about the situation, and after he says, "Please give me a lift," that's the same when she says, "I'll try, sir." But it shows more footage when Caroline tries to take Sir Topham Hatt to Lady Hatt's birthday party, but she went faster, and she got her engine overheated.
I'm hot. My engine will overheat.
And it did.
Told you so, said Carol.
If you listen to the UK narration, it sounded like Michelangelo. Like after Michelangelo said, "And it did," it sounded like he was laughing.
Even though it wasn't, it's not funny for Michelangelo to laugh. Here am I at Cranky's. At Cranky. These are from Cranky Bugs after Cranky dropped something on Percy. Like, see if I can find. There it is. And before Cranky played a trick on Thomas, and this one's showing towards the end of the episode when he's clearing the wreckage and before he fell down to the tracks again. Like when Percy pulled Cranky and he did not listen to Thomas, that he's still attached to him. Let's see if I can. Okay, there it is.
Yeah.
And I'm going to Daisy. These are from Bullseyes, even though we saw in the VHS available only Thomas and meets the Queen, and this one's from when she's at a station or something. And
Now, this part when Champion the Bull is about to come up to Daisy.
And this bottom image, that's when Champion went.
Oh! Why doesn't he run away?
Yeah, when
Oh,
Daisy
Daisy?
comes face. Come on, Daisy. She's harmless.
He's armed. Yes. Look at his horns. If I bump into me, he might hurt me. Them.
And before Champion sniffed at Daisy, and before Daisy backed away like this. Oh, Carolina, Donald, and Douglas. This is from the name board sequence intermission after every single episode is over, and the bottom one is used from the Deputation, which could be found on this one.
Yeah.
That was at the end of the episode. And the engines cheered for Donald and Douglas so they don't get sent away.
Yeah. And also this Jigborn, that I'm probably gonna get one of these Dragon Tales VHS tapes first, or maybe some Bob the Builder tapes.
Okay,
I did tell you guys I did watch these Bob the Builder releases on YouTube.
Excuse me. Anyways, I'm at Montague's page, or Duck. I know he was used to be called Montague, but yeah, Duck like his new name as the same as an animal, like quack quack.
They say because they say he waddles along the track.
Anyways, that's from James Goes Buzz Buzz when he's talking to Poco.
He says Edward is the only one who can keep Bill and Ben in order. I sometimes call them the bees.
And this bottom one is from A Close Shave for Duck, but with George Carlin's narration, which could be found on Thomas Comes to Breakfast. And
There's
this
Edward.
Edward is from Happy Ever After.
He says, oh, yes, indeed. It must contain something old, something new.
Yeah, like when he was talking to Percy. And this bottom one, that's Edward Helps Out. From this one with George Carlin narrating it. Before George Carlin changed his voice. Probably, I don't know when, because I know his voice is still the same as seasons 1 and 3.
And also this big one, I'm actually might get some of these Bob the Builder releases on DVD soon, since I watched them on YouTube before I decide if I want them or not.
Yeah, and
Because some of the episodes weren't. Oh yeah. Actually, I forgot one release. I watched Getting the Job Done. Can We Fix It? Bob Saves the Day. What else did I watch? Gosh, I can't remember what other one I watched. It was those three plus another release. But I'm definitely know I'm gonna get Can We Fix It on DVD.
Alright, I'm at George's. This one's from Lady Hat's birthday party when he says, Call yourself a car? You're a disgrace to the road. Find yourself a scrapyard. And this one's from...
Fluttered and Fury.
That's found on Cranky Bugs. And this one's from By George, from Racist Rescues and Runaways when he says, I'll show him who's boss. And here am I at Gordon's. This one's from Rock Road, which is on this and this. But that's at the end of the episode.
And like I said, those little demons, how do you do it?
And this one's from A Better View for Gordon, which could be found on both Cranky Bugs and Best of Gordon.
Yep. Yeah, I don't know if I'll have time to show more Jake Martin, but I guess I'll just tell you some more stuff, because I gotta talk about other stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna get the releases Can We Fix It, Getting the Job Done, and Bob Saves the Day, which I did watch the episode Scary Spud.
Yeah, and there's also a railroad crossing sign on this. It kind of looks like real life. Anyways, I'm at Harold's. This one's from the episode Toby and the Flood at the end of the episode.
It says, thanks to Harold.
And
I couldn't have been so brave for Toby.
And the bottom is from Percy's Promise, which could be found on Trust Thomas. Let's see,
Tenders to Thomas.
Thomas and his friends help out, but Out of Sync. Yes. But they also put the Out of Sync episode on Trust Thomas. 10 Years of Thomas and Best of Percy, which I would have loved if they should have used the Percy's Promise, the in sync version. Take it from this one and put it into this one, and not just put the out of sync version from this one.
Yeah, and also, yeah, I'm gonna probably get some VHS tapes of Dragon Tales soon, Jake Martin or Bob the Builder one of these days. Because like I said, I watched the releases of Bob the Builder on YouTube, so that means I can buy them on VHS and DVD.
I'm at Henry's right now. This one's from The Trouble with Mud. And this one's from Something in the Air. Even though Sir Topham had mentioned that Henry got bricked up in a tunnel or something. But that they used a clip from Something in the Air, which could be found on Races, Rescues, and Runaways. And here's James. This one's from the beginning of A Better View for Gordon, when he says, "Like your smoke box, Percy." And
Wow.
this bottom is from James Goes Buzz Buzz, which could be found on this one, and the Best of James.
Yep.
And here am I at Mavis. This one's from Stepney Gets Lost, and this one's from Toby's Tight Rope, from Thomas and Bertie's Great Race and Trust Thomas.
Yeah, TV Teddy Thomas Great Race, but yeah, it's getting close to 9:45, Jake Martin, so I think we'll just stop at Percy's page. I can tell you some other cool stuff before I have to do one quick impression.
Yeah, I might have to stop. So here am I at Percy's. This one's from Make Someone Happy, and this one's from Happy Ever After.
Okay, so I think we'll stop at Percy's page, and I'll tell you
Okay,
some
I'm
cool
stopping
stuff.
now.
Okay, at least we got the Percy's, we'll do the others. Well, you could show the others another time.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'll just tell you, yes, I'm getting some Bob the Builder releases on DVD now that I watched them. I already mentioned those releases. Actually, I did watch Celebrate with Bob. There we go. I got Celebrate with Bob, and Bob Saves the Day, Getting the Job Done, and Can We Fix It? Now I can keep Celebrate with Bob on DVD.
Yep. And yes, that top photo of Percy, that's from Make Someone Happy, and the bottom one is from Happy Ever After, which is towards the end of the episode.
Yeah, and also, yeah, I'll tell you one more thing. I'll do a quick impression, Jake Martin. Okay, yes. Now I'm gonna probably get Bob Saves the Day, Getting the Job Done, and wait, Bob Saves the Day, Getting the Job Done. Can We Fix It on DVD? Since I watched them on YouTube, along with Celebrate with Bob. Well, I have Celebrate with Bob already, but yeah. Okay, it's 9:44, so I'll do one quick impression, Jake Martin. It can be from anything. I'll see if I can do as best I can, because I just don't want to distract my family members are upstairs. I just gotta be careful about this. But yeah, okay. So the one quick impression I will do. Hopefully it's not a bad one. Okay, how about this one? Oh yeah, how about this? Oh yeah, how about this one where it goes? Oh shoot, what am I saying? Oh yeah, how about this one says, "I wish I could sail to faraway lands," sighed Duck. "Engines can't go sailing," snorted Percy, "because engines can't float." Duck still had his dreams. Suddenly they were rudely interrupted. Wakey, wakey, hummed Harold. I'm looking at the boats, replied Duck. That's the regatta.
All at sea from Percy's Ghostly Trick and 10 Years of Thomas.
Yep. Oh, well, anyways, yep, I'm gonna let you go, Jake Martin and William Waldrip. It's almost close to 10 o'clock in my area.
Okay.
Yep, thanks for being on the stream with Jake Martin for William's late birthday.
Happy birthday, William Waldrip.
Thanks, buddies.
Yep, sure. And yep,
see y'all.
Yep, see Jake Martin and see you, William Waldrip, and happy late birthday again. Well, anyways, yep, hopefully you guys enjoyed this stream, and stick around for another one coming possibly in the next couple of days. And hopefully it'll be really something cool. Hopefully it'll come very quick, and we'll know what it will be.